Na 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 na. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Pull me close, my senses heightened. I can't fight it. I feel you everywhere, in every part of my mind. We blast off on cloud nine. We climax at the same time. Na 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 na. It's like magic in the air. Run your fingers through my hair. Trace my fingers across your lips. The only ones I wanna kiss. I love this sex, these demons. I love this sex, these demons. I love this sex, these demons. LSD.
Welcome to Diamond Vibes with Henry,
Hello.
co-host. That lovely voice you just heard that's our guest tonight.
We got two of them.
We got two.
Bam.
How y'all doing?
Introduce yourselves.
I'm Ahri, singer-songwriter, currently residing in Brandon, Florida, and I love it.
That's all right. I'm Kid Play. I'm a manager, promoter, event host, and a rapper myself.
We're going to find out everything about these lovely ladies. Right, Henry?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm excited. Apparently, we're sitting down with the next Beyonce,
Yes.
as
Yes.
just discussed.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, I hope you feel the pressure, because there's a lot of it on you right
A
now.
lot of it, like
Yeah.
10 pounds at least.
You got to live up to quite the name. No. He's been talking you up for 3 weeks, you know.
They said two.
Whatever.
Oh,
He's been talking you up for a
I
while.
believe that.
and-
either way, more than 1 week is
yeah. Yeah.
nerve-wracking.
No, it's cool that you're here with us, and we're going to pick your brain and find out everything about you and your music and the source of it, and
Yes.
it's going to be fun. Where do you want to start? What do you want to do you want to start pounding her with questions? What do you want to do?
I like.
You
I
wanna
like
ease
any.
into it?
I like any situation where you just start right off pounding into
All right.
anything. But
So, what got you started in music?
It's hilarious. I actually couldn't talk when I was little. My parents thought I was going to be mute. I just wasn't talking. I just was a silent kid. And then Alicia Keys' Falling came on the radio after hearing it a few times, or a bunch of times, I guess. You know, I tried to start singing it when it came on. And so from then, my parents got me a karaoke machine and then kept putting me on stages. And I took choir every year of school. And so every single year of school since first grade.
Wow. And how old were you when this happened? When the song came on and you first started
I
to
was
sing?
like probably the age, maybe 1, 2.
Really?
I don't know. I saw the home video. My parents used to take a lot of home videos of us, but I honestly don't know how old I was. Maybe 2, 1 or 2.
Wow. So they would put you on like main stages or like at bars or something? Or
Well, I'm a military brat, so it started off with festivals and stuff overseas on base and things like that, like the Cherry Blossom Festival over in Japan. I would perform for just local base activities, and then the Navy Ball and all types of just got bigger from then.
Mm-hmm.
And then I entered Yokosuka's Got Talent, which is a city in Japan. So it's basically like America's Got Talent, but in Japan. And I won first place for 2 years in a row. And then I ended up performing for water parks, and then I moved to America.
Yeah. I know.
Damn.
Speaking of winning contests, like I told you earlier, Henry, or what I've been telling you, is every contest that a promoter comes in and holds at the Pegasus for artists, she's won every single one. Hands
That's
down,
facts.
won every single one.
Yeah, that's
Whenever
facts.
I see her walk in a building, I'm like, well,
You already know. Okay, shut
like,
that
damn.
down.
Told
Shut
me-
that down.
He actually
Yeah.
told me one time he saw me. He was like, "Are you serious? You're just
Yeah.
gonna win them all." And that's the plan, you know.
I know.
Until I'm seen the way I feel like I should be, I'm going to just win them all.
Build the resume.
and it sucks
Yeah.
because I manage artists too, and these contests I have my artist in the contest, and then she walks in, I'm like, fuck. Well, guys, might as well just go home, man.
You
Take
round them
second
up,
place.
round them up. Like, listen.
It's
not
over
the day.
Man.
That's how I feel when I see Clay at rap battles. I'm like, oh, it's fucking
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, Clay's good. Shout out to Clay.
But that's
That's my man's in them.
that's
My man.
That's really impressive.
No.
You should be super proud of that.
I am, and it's actually probably my favorite part of my childhood. Just growing up, you know, I it's kind of annoying because I was kind of like a fake celebrity as a child. I never got to like hang out with my friends as much as my friends got to hang out with their friends.
Right.
And it's because I was always having to know a song so well to where the judges would think I've known it my whole life in just 2 days. You know,
Ooh.
from just hearing it for the first time, I had to know the whole thing in 2 days.
Yeah.
And that's how strict my parents were on me. And then with choir, you know, that's outside of performing. So now it's school too. It's, you know, even more serious. Like, okay, yeah, you know, you have All City coming up, and that's when you travel. In America, you travel to different states sometimes, but overseas we would travel to like a whole different country.
Right.
And so it would be called like Far East, not All City, Far East. And so, but it was more important to them because it's school. So it was just a lot of pressure on me as a kid. I had to do more music than anything else.
Now, are you currently signed to a record label? Or are you looking for a record label?
I am not signed, and I'm not necessarily looking either, just because I'm trying to, you know, learn as much as I can about the industry on my own.
So you want
In
to do
case
like
I do get signed, I need to know. And so,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just kind of spending time on that, learning, you know, the ins and outs on my own.
We
You know,
were-
with the help of my manager and
Right.
her management team. So
I mean, we were talking about it last week, right? Where a record label now is just a loan company.
it is.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
all it
It
is.
is.
I mean,
That's
that's
all
what
it is.
I'm
I
doing
mean,
with my
you're gonna
clients,
have
you
to
know?
owe them. Like you know what I'm saying. The passion that you have, you know what I'm saying. You sharing it with the world. Like you should be able to, you know, reap all the benefits from that. You know what I'm saying. So I'm all for independent artists. I'm all for get your own. Don't worry about handouts. Don't worry about people trying to eat off your plate. You know what I mean. You work for that. Keep that.
Right.
You know.
Absolutely, I understand. I think I wonder if it's harder for singer-songwriters.
I don't think so.
Well,
I think it would be kind of easier because, you know,
is it though?
not most, but a lot of the big time singer songwriters, they're only like co-singer songwriters.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like, for example, I was checking out that, I love that Post Malone song, I Fall Apart.
Oh,
So-
I love Post Malone.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to look at the credits to
dope.
see who actually wrote the song, and he was third in line. So that means he had maybe a fraction to do with
maybe
that
like
song.
15% of
So
that,
whoever
right.
that number one guy is, so I think it would be easier because she's writing her own music. So not only that, she's going to get all the money, all the credits for it.
Yeah, I mean that's you'll collect your royalty checks like that. I had last year. Yeah, it was last year. I had a guy named Josh Newcomb, and he's like a country and blues or kind of bluegrass type of
okay.
singer-songwriter. But it's kind of cool because he was telling me that he's like, yeah, I've done a country album. I've done like hard rock albums, kind of like Pantera or stuff like that. And then so he gets to do everything. And I was like, that's pretty cool, man. You really get to flex all your talent like that. And then whatever sticks, that's the route you go.
And,
Right.
and that's
Yeah.
that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of because I'm very versatile, so I'm just feeling everything.
Dipping and dabbing.
And I'm like, okay, whatever sticks and I get the most of, I know that's what I am. But I'm kind of feeling like it's never gonna be just one thing.
I definitely
mean,
want to say though, like, I mean, from like I've known her for like a good 3-4 years, 4 years or whatever. So, and I've always known she's always done music and stuff, and her music's always been great. She's my favorite singer, you know what I'm saying? And but she's always done like slow tempo. You know, it's beautiful, but that's her comfort zone. And I've been pushing her more to do like different sounds. And then the engineer that we have, he's crazy wild with his creativity. So like just having us both there, like this EP that she got coming out, they're all his. It's all radio play. I'm telling you, like it's crazy.
No, he definitely pushed me out
crazy.
of my comfort zone.
We have that up tempo. We have that pop.
Yeah,
we have that. You know what I mean? Just.
I got a little bit of a rock style in there too because
she's
that's
a few years
my heart
ahead
right
with it.
There.
She's a few years ahead with
rock
it.
into my R&B.
Yeah,
you know, I love it, and so you know, I tried to stick with that. And in Tampa, the Tampa scene loved that. Oh my gosh, they loved that.
Yeah.
But I realized when I took it to A&Rs with Atlantic Records, I had a meeting with Atlantic and Hustle Gang.
Yeah.
And when he heard that music, he was like,
upbeat.
We need some upbeat from you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, because that's what the radio's going to want to play. You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
I mean, don't get it twisted, though. I mean, I love the slow jams. I love that, you know, but the generation now, we're just all about the rage and the energy.
Yep.
It's not even about the lyrics anymore, you
much
know?
just them club bangers.
So it's like you need, and, you know, I'm not saying don't worry about your lyrics. Always keep
I'm
that.
always
Your
lyrical.
your songwriting is great. But you got to have that energy with it. You got to evolve with what's going on with the world. And then once you in, you can drop anything, you know? And I already been telling you that, though, so.
So you have a name for the album coming out?
It's called Ahri.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's named after you.
Yeah, it's
And
it's
her
it's
different
like my
personalities.
personality. Yeah,
Okay.
it's me.
There it
the,
goes.
the EP is me.
So you have
so
5
that's why-
songs.
yeah.
And you said you have a little up tempo. You have
We got some little bit
I
of
got
slow
some
pop,
heartbreak.
but it still gives you that little. It passes the
Right.
car ride test. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's something nice. I'm telling you.
When
I
is
don't
that?
want to talk it up, but
when is it
it's
dropping?
good.
month.
Mid March. Yeah.
And if I think are we gonna play some of that?
We're actually gonna have the album release party at Pegasus. We're gonna plan
yeah,
that. So
You
yeah.
want to plug that? Do you have a date?
Yeah,
for
I
it?
mean, we might just plug that in with March 29th.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, go ahead.
And then, you know what I mean?
we're planning
We
it
might
right
as well
now.
plug it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
March 29th.
EP release
Pop out.
parties, March 29th.
Pegasus
at
Lounge.
Pegasus Lounge.
Are you going to give us a sneak peek of your music tonight? That's on the
Definitely.
new album.
Yes, that is the plan.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. We're going to play that during our break later.
So,
Where can we find it though? Is it going to be on Apple Music,
It's gonna be
Spotify,
all
Pandora?
streaming platforms.
It's even going to be on SoundCloud.
Yep.
Okay.
We got some.
Because for
we're
a
gonna
long
get some
time, I
visuals in
couldn't
the
pay
work, too.
for Apple Music or Spotify Premium, so SoundCloud was my best friend, and so I'm
Artists make it off of SoundCloud
You know?
nowadays.
Yeah.
It's all about your marketing and all that, you know. But
y'all got videos?
I have one visual myself. But it was a little old, you know what I mean. I have a new sound. I'm more comfortable with my own art. But we're working on her first visual. But that's going to come after we drop the EP, you know, the most popping song. We're going to do the visual, too. I think she already has the idea
Yeah,
of it.
always have visuals,
Always.
especially if you're
It's-
doing a release party.
Yeah.
Especially at Pegasus because they got that.
Yeah, I know
screen
they
on
got
stage.
that. Yo.
Y'all should, if I recommend anything, try to at least get one done before they release.
I mean, we'll see what's up. I have a few people that always hit me up, talking about my music and everything,
Yeah.
and they want me to, you know, they give me deals on visuals and stuff. And I have one guy, he was talking about a low price, so I was maybe slide it on to
Visuals
her.
are expensive.
You know, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day,
But
if
you
you're
need 'em.
if
That's
that's
a
what you
vacation.
want,
You need to have
that's
them.
what you're gonna do. You know, it don't matter. It's about prioritizing.
You got to
and
have them
Yes.
now, especially
keep that
nowadays.
drive.
Nowadays,
People
excited
like to
about it,
see.
though.
They
Yeah,
don't
oh, yeah.
hear no more. They
yeah,
wanna
no,
see
it's
it.
all visuals
I was just
now.
about to say
like
that.
music, the quality. There's so much music out there that people don't like. You got to have something that is going to
Yeah.
catch their attention.
Yeah, and then these apps now, you know, Spotify, you can play your visual on there, right? Spotify or is it iTunes?
iTunes, Apple Music.
iTunes,
Yeah.
Apple Music. You can play
It'll
your
play-
visual on there. That's dope.
I say get one done ASAP. At least have one for the show.
Okay,
Because what else are you going to do with the screen behind you?
You know,
that's facts, and that's what her plan was for the album release. So
Yeah. I'd say
Okay.
go with it. If you could make it happen, make it happen.
That
probably
or
make it happen. I'm pretty good at pulling some
We should make
strings.
that happen.
hit up a
See
DJ.
what's up.
just
Our
to do
engineer
your entire
actually
set.
does visuals too.
Yeah.
He works at Coyote Ugly
Word.
on the weekends.
He does a lot of their.
What's his
he does
name?
all their promo
His
videos.
name is Blase.
Okay. I
Blase.
probably know him. I probably know him.
He's
Sounds
real dope. His real name is Tony. I don't know if he, you know, introduces himself like that, but
Okay.
Blase Tony.
Now I'm going to have to go find out.
He's real dope, man.
After
he's,
hours
he's a
4K.
good guy, yo. And I'm
He's
not gonna
fire.
lie, he's really like brought out my confidence in the music and hers as well. Like, what?
My confidence was crazy shot before I met him. Like
It
was
used
the
to make
point
me
where
mad.
I
I was like, you know,
I
let's
was
fight
like
now.
writer's block
Let's
for a
fight
whole
right
year.
now.
You know
For
what I'm
a
saying?
whole year, I had writer's block, and I was trying to push my EP out. And this was all last year. My EP was supposed to come out last year, but I couldn't get it finished, and I just got it finished
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
And,
stunt.
it,
2
and,
weeks.
and I've been trying to push it out for now 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years, but I
Yeah,
had
and
writer's
it's a
block
whole-
for the whole
it's
last
all
year
new
because
songs.
I was just like,
All
I
new
don't
sounds.
know
It's
what
not that slow.
I
It's
can
not-
do anymore. It's just all
It's
the
not that
same
comfort
stuff.
zone. You done gave him something futuristic,
Yeah.
yo. I'm telling you, like, it's crazy.
So we talked earlier that you were in front of Atlantic Records. As an artist, a lot of artists, probably every artist, they want to be in that position. So can you tell everybody how much, was it intimidating for you? I mean,
No, I actually didn't know. That was the contest that I had where I won the Hustle Gang
Okay.
Yeah.
meeting, and I sat down and he was like, I also work. I'm also an A&R for Atlantic Records, and so he ended up talking more to me about working with Atlantic Records. He's got some projects coming out and wanted some features and stuff. He's a producer as well, so he had some beats he wanted me on, but it's just travel right now and trying to do my EP and the shows that we have going on right now. It's just hard to get back out to Atlanta.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's
yeah.
hotel, gas, everything.
Yeah, no, if they ain't gonna put up for that, then don't even
Exactly.
don't
And
waste your time.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Exactly.
if you can
You
do
can-
it on
you
your
can
own,
send it
what
to
you
me.
gonna travel?
Yeah.
And we can work like that,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
if
There's no-
not, it's not that important to you.
They good people though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They good people for sure.
Did
Yeah,
you,
no,
and
it
for
was a
real.
dope
'Cause
experience.
He still
It's something that
contacts me. He'll be like, "Hey,
You know
we
what I
have
mean?
this going on. We need you a part of it." And I'm like, "I can't get there this weekend."
Yeah.
in Florida.
they'll hit us up about like something that's in like 2 days. I'm like, bro.
No, if
I
they
gotta
want
work.
you to,
Like,
if
you
they
know what I
really
mean?
want you to do it, they should be able to put the money up. And
Right.
get it.
Exactly,
Right.
straight up. If they
Right.
want
And
to
if they're not
invest
gonna
their
do it,
all,
don't even waste your time.
Right.
so have
Facts.
you sent them some of your upbeat stuff?
Not yet. I'm actually just gonna send it to him when I drop it.
Okay.
That was my plan. I
Yeah.
was like, he's gonna be proud of that because that's,
Just let him
he's
know.
gonna remember saying that to me. And so I was like, let me send that to him because he is a supporter of mine. He's on my page. When I post things and stuff. So he, I know he wants to hear it. So I'm gonna send it to him personally. When I drop it, so he'll have it before everybody else hears it.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
got-
It's gonna be out pre-ordered and everything like that too, before it actually drops and all
Yeah.
that, so people can order it.
I'd like to hear your opinion on this, but I want to ask her first. But what do you think is more important for an artist? The music, the art of the music, or the image?
Okay.
Talking about
Personally,
nowadays.
to the artist, personally, the music. However, to make it, the image.
Okay. Now, if you don't mind me asking, I want to get your opinion on this too. But do you have a fake image?
No.
So this is you all the time. When you're performing, when you're out, that's you. It's not. It's not no fake.
Why is that so funny?
Because
Why is
I'm
that so
really
funny?
weird and,
Her, yeah, she's
and it's funny.
she's
because I
unique.
wish
We'll just
I
say
could,
she's
like-
unique,
Because
and
She's special.
you know,
I'm
yeah,
an
and
Aquarius, so like if
yeah.
there you go.
she's yeah, you
I'm an
know,
Aquarius,
you know
so-
how
Yeah.
everybody can be, just on their chill days. But I mean, her personality that she gives off, the music she gives off, the meaning behind the music, you
Right.
know what I mean? That's all authentic. Ain't nothing about that cap.
I'm not going to mention the name, but I had an experience this past weekend with a up and coming rock band, and they were doing a meet and greet, and I just happened to be there for the meet and greet. It was at, I'm not going to say where the venue was at.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I was there for their sound check, and the band came out, did their sound check, then they went backstage. Then their fans came in to do a meet and greet, like maybe 15, 20 of them came in, and then they came back out. They sat at a table, and the fan walked up to them, and they just got up and like shook their hand, just very like
Vague.
yeah, just
Yeah,
I'm like,
and
what
dry.
the fuck is this, man?
That's
I was like,
yeah.
if I was in that guy's position right there,
I
I'd
would
be
want-
like, yo, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
You
you
guys
would
are
want
amazing.
it.
But it was literally handshake,
Yeah.
sign an autograph, picture, then the
Yeah.
next one. I'm like, this is
Yeah,
garbage, man.
I get that artists get tired of that whole like people coming up and want to talk, but if you're doing a meet and greet, I mean, people are basically sharing the same passion you have with
Yeah.
your music. They
Yeah.
love your music. So why wouldn't you give off that same energy? You know, I always say, yo, give 200% just to get 100% back.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean,
And the music was good. When they got on stage and
Yeah.
they performed, I'm like, damn, these guys are good. I wanted to buy some of their merch. I wanted to buy their CD, but I remembered what happened at that meet and greet
Right.
with them
It's
fans.
kinda-
I'm like, I don't want to be one of them.
right.
I don't want to be the sheeple.
Always stay
Yeah.
humble and always,
You
you
know?
know, be open-minded to other people's point of views. Like, somebody admires your music, be blessed for that. Be grateful, you know.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, that dryness ain't
That's
cool.
one thing I love
But that's-
about you too, is whenever I've watched you perform several times, and when people come up to you, they're like best friends, like
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah,
They be like,
I'm
cousin.
very,
Yeah.
very loving. I am. And I'm a people person, and it's funny because I've, worked a lot of retail customer service stuff.
Yeah, we talked
and
about that one
I'm
night.
the same
Yeah.
way working, and it's kind of embarrassing because I've had somebody look at me like, "Oh, why is she so excited?"
Mm-hmm.
And it's just because I feel energy, and it might not be your energy that I'm feeling, but I'm feeling someone's energy, and it feels
Right.
great.
Yeah.
They're happy, and I'm happy too.
So, go back to you, Henry, about the question. What do you think is more important
what
in your
was it?
field, image
Yeah,
or
'cause
music?
I do think for different genres, different things matter. For her genre, image. If you you want to make it, you better have one. It matters for rock too, but I would say it's probably more equal, music and image. But at the same time, I don't look at Five Finger Death Punch. I like them. I don't have any problem with them, but their music's not over the top creative. It follows a pretty basic format. If I'm,
We were talking about that. What band were we talking about over the weekend that has a whole bunch of money behind them, but they're not really not that good?
Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost.
Yeah, but hey, Ghost has a dope image. Their live show is pretty. I think I've seen them before, and but their live show is interactive, and they're killing it. Maria Brink does that too with In This Moment, but I think she's a phenomenal vocalist, so it's a little different.
Yeah, I like her. She's good.
Yeah. So for rock, I'd say it's probably more equal, but for your genre, yeah, it's image. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? So
So terrible.
1,000%.
Yeah.
So terrible.
it's like.
It's like
It'd
they're
be-
forcing you to be insecure.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think
Yeah.
they're forcing you to be insecure. You got everybody judging you and
Welcome
stuff.
to America.
Hey, you know
No,
what
really,
I'm saying?
I have to make sure that I don't wear the same outfit for my sets.
Yeah, she
Because
literally
I
tells
get
me, she's like, babe, I
photos
wore
of me,
this, and I'm
and
like, it
I
looks
have
good.
to
Who
make sure it's
cares?
not the same outfit.
Your
And
music is what
I'm
should
not
be
even
touching them.
A-list or B-list, or C-list. I'm local, and it really frustrates me that I have to worry about that because if I don't worry about it, then a label or anybody big that wants to work with me is going to look at me
Yeah.
like I don't care,
Yeah.
and I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy that new outfit.
Right,
I'm
right,
sorry.
right.
I had to explain it to my parents, and they were just like, you spend all your money on clothes, and I need to. Okay, I need to do that. All right, I spend the same amount on clothes that I should be spending because it's not an option for me, honestly, and it sounds so crazy even for me saying it out loud, but I do believe that.
It's not. I mean,
Listen, I mean, if you want to be a chef, you got to buy the right knives and all that stuff. So if you want to be an artist, you gotta play that role at the end of the day too. So
It's,
yeah,
it's just some people get lost in it.
Yes,
That's what's
and
sad.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what's sad. See me, I do the.
I stay woke.
We get the merch. We
I
get
stay
the.
woke.
This isn't for sale. This is mine. You know why?
Yeah.
Because now I don't have to tell you what my Instagram name is. A lot of people are
Fair.
just gonna go ahead and type that in, and
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of followers just wearing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's. And I wear this for shows and stuff like that because it's marketing
Yeah.
without me having to open my mouth.
Yeah.
So and I thought smart about that. I can get this and I can wear this for a few shows. I can
And
wear
spice
this
it
for
up,
one
too.
show a month because I do on average 2 to 3 shows a month. So I can wear this for one show a month and I'm good. You
Right.
know, and that takes away the pressure from me having to find another outfit.
And for the people tuning in, not watching, so you want to spell it for them?
Oh, I've got a sweatsuit on, pants and the hoodie both say AHRI. It's my name. It's actually from my first name.
That's where you can
fact.
find her on all streaming
is
formats.
it like Aria Music or Aria?
Just Ahri.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
Did you say Aria?
Yeah, sorry. I'm retarded.
It's all right. I hear everything, and honestly, I respond to it all, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm a people person, so I don't care.
You're like, yeah, hey, what's up?
Sure, come at you.
Ariana, and I'm
me,
like,
so-
hey! Sucks.
So let's switch gears and let's talk to Kid Play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hot seat.
Hello.
So you're getting into more events.
Oh, definitely. It's more so, okay, so my whole purpose behind the events is not only to give her a better platform to just perform and perfect her performance and all that, but for these independent artists that aren't getting that spotlight that they deserve, you know what I mean? And, like, I'm from New Jersey, so I've been out here for a good 5-6 years, but I'm still from New Jersey.
Right.
And so it took a little bit for me to start fitting in. I knew I've always liked music, you know what I mean? But I never really got serious until I started meeting people that were actually in the music scene. I'm like, yo, y'all really do it out here. That's cool. You know, so, you know, they weren't really messing with me with my music at first. And this is cool. I got an up north style. You know, Tampa's used to a certain style, which is cool. You know, so I decided, let me do some shows real quick. Let me put on, I want to make my mark and be positive about this whole, you know, thing. And so, I mean, so far, so good, you know. I mean, I've gotten a lot more people just randomly DMing me like, yo, can you check out my music? I really, you know, like what you're doing.
Sure.
You know, and it just, that makes me feel good. That kind of, I'm like, okay, bet. Like, I'm making my mark.
Yeah.
It's positive. Now let me start putting my music out, you know.
You're just like Henry and I. You know, you wear many hats in this field. What would you say is your major hat right now?
I want to be a rapper.
That's your goal?
Yeah, I want to be a rapper. But my thing is, I want to own my own label. I don't want to be signed to anybody. I want to say, yo, I did this myself.
Yeah. Look at
You know,
who
there's
was
so
the-
many artists like that, like Russ.
Yeah.
You know, he started off with a clothing line. He's been doing music for like 10 plus years. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody noticed him. He's fire.
Is it Keizo that does all of her music at her house on a laptop? Who's the artist we were talking about last week? It's one of the new ones.
Billie Eilish.
Billie
Oh,
Eilish.
We love her.
Does it all
I
at
was
her
just
house.
about to buy her Scully's last night. I was looking at all these hats and face masks, and I'm like, yo, that's Billie Eilish right there.
Yeah,
like,
does it all at her house? Is that crazy or what?
Yeah.
On like a laptop or something?
Yeah, when I was
In her
like,
brother's bedroom, yes.
Yeah, when I told myself I was gonna get
Wow.
serious, I got an iPhone, so I used to go. GarageBand is not the best at all, but I mean, I'm like, yo, I can't find no studio. I got my pockets, you know, tight. So I'm like, if I want to record, let me just at least try it myself. And I used to literally drop the music I used to record on my phone on the SoundCloud, and I'm just
Right.
like, the quality sucked, but I'm like, I did it. Like, I did music. I want people to hear me, you know.
Right. Now, if you go on like Spotify or Pandora, right, and you listen to an artist and they say, if you like this artist, you will like this artist and this artist
Yeah,
and this
yeah,
artist.
yeah.
So if I go on yours, what would you be compared to?
We were just talking about this on the way here. I don't really care to be compared to any artist. I want people to say, yo, you sound like Kid Play.
Right.
I don't want people to say, oh, Kid Play sound like this. But my inspirations, I'm very old school. I love, you know, the Fugees, Nas, Cypress Hill, NWA. I used to listen System of the Down.
What?
I love it all. I don't care. If it makes me feel something, I'm loving it.
Now, do you have
You
music
know?
out right now?
I
Like,
have music out right
where
now.
can we find you?
Right now, I just uploaded some music just yesterday, so it's gonna take about a week for it to download on all platforms. But I have a new drop called Pesos, Un Poco Loco, on SoundCloud, and that is a banger. I'm not trying to talk myself up, but that
Right.
the song's
And,
hot.
and it's under Kid Play, correct?
It's under Kid Play
With 2 Ds.
2 Ds, one word.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
So check that out.
Y'all should check it out. It's hot.
I'm gonna have to check that out when I get in the car,
Yeah,
man.
Pesos, PE, money sign, OS.
Now, are you going to be performing at some of your upcoming events?
Definitely. I'm actually got booked for an event April 19th along with Ahri, and so we're gonna be performing at the 4040 Club. I believe that's where it's at, 4040 Club. But if I have time, I might just slide up March 29th, you know, at Pegasus and perform on the stage if I have time. But my shows aren't for me to be performing. I
Right.
just really want to open up the platform for her and other independent artists that don't have that chance because, you know, they're just so used to a certain
Sure.
people are, doing their thing.
So March 29th at the Pegasus. What kind of show is it? Like, who are you gonna
It's
have
gonna
there?
be okay. So I have a lot of random artists. It's gonna be a crazy vibe because my theme is actually inspired by the movie Spring Breakers. So I just want people to turn up. Like, listen, this we in here, we ain't judging. You know what I mean? I'm actually trying to buy the mask that they use.
Oh,
Get the
shit.
masks.
Dude, that movie's
Have
wild.
the masks
You know what I'm
on.
saying?
It was filmed here in Tampa too, right? It was like Madeira Beach or some
definitely
shit?
it was.
Yeah.
Miami, yeah. Shout
Yeah.
out Miami.
So fitting.
Yeah, I
Shout
think
out
there's
Miami.
when the girl's leaving on the bus, that's Courtney Campbell Causeway. That's the bridge.
That's dope. That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
There's a
but
lot of the
yeah.
parts of that movie were filmed here.
Yeah,
So
man,
was
yeah,
that-
that movie's dope,
Was
man.
that the movie where the guy took the inspiration from
The rapper.
that fucking ridiculous rapper? I forget his
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
What's his name? Fuck.
It's not Riff Raft.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it Riff Raft?
Actually, Riff Raft.
Yeah. Okay.
Guy with the little shark teeth, right? He's
Yeah.
crazy looking, man. But he's cool, but whatever.
He's
I
on-
think he's an actual rapper now.
Yeah.
After that,
And
Oh yeah.
so March 29th, you're gonna be dropping her album release as well.
Maybe so. Listen, we talked about it. And nothing is really concrete. He actually gave me the idea about a visual, so it might actually be postponed. But I'm going to talk to her about it. It's her EP at the end of the day. So I mean, we'll really see. But
Will she be
I
performing?
mean, maybe she might perform a couple songs off the EP. She's definitely performing.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely performing.
And trust me when I tell everybody that's listening, you need to hear this woman. You need
Yo.
to. You will fall in love with her voice. It's quite amazing.
And we have a lot of
14811
fun.
Florida
Yes, we do.
Ave.
we have
Pegasus
so much fun when I
Lounge.
perform. I'm telling you.
And she likes champagne.
I love
Yeah, and pink
champagne
Moscato.
wine. We
Yes, you
get
do.
turned.
Yeah, we get turned up.
The
It's a
best
fun.
way.
It's a fun time. You've watched her perform before, right, Henry?
I don't think I have.
No?
I think I've seen either of you.
Must.
Nope.
You
What
must.
about the last contest that I had A2 Omega in, and we're up in VIP?
I only got there at the ass end of that.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
might have,
don't
you
think
might
I
have
don't think
missed
you were
it,
even
you
in
know.
the building.
Yeah. Well, she won.
Yeah,
I
you
mean, we already know
definitely
the
would have
winner.
remembered it.
We already know the winner of that one. I
Look,
mean,
I'm a diehard metalhead, so if you can impress me, that's kudos.
it's
That's
impressive.
dope.
It's
Yeah.
impressive.
You let me know when he's going to be in the building.
There's
and I'm gonna
actually
pull out some
a-
stuff.
Yeah.
An artist
Yeah,
out
we'll
in
see.
Tampa that does that metal, and he's fire. He's got a lot of energy. Seafood Steve,
Yeah.
I heard
he's
of that
dope.
name.
I think he's actually performing March 29th.
Yeah.
That's why I
Seafood
made it.
Steve, he's dope. He be just.
See, like,
Really?
I love that headbanging.
Yes,
stuff,
I
you
did.
know?
I
I'm
did see
with
him
it.
perform
I'm with
before.
it.
I was. Yeah, he
He's
is good.
Performed at Pegasus Lounge before,
Yep.
definitely.
Yep, he
is
is
he
good.
a solo act
Yes, solo act.
that does rock music.
Yes.
Yeah,
What?
it's that
He
like
be-
that new wave.
Like
It's that.
rock rap.
Yeah, it's that new wave. of
Yeah,
that
you know.
We call it screamo rap.
Yeah, screamo rap. I love it.
It's
Fair enough.
great though.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't knock it. I really, really can't.
Like
like
I said,
it.
I used to
do
go
like- 'cause I
crazy
love
listening to
screamo.
it in my room in high
So-
school.
There you go.
Yeah,
I used to love that
dude,
stuff.
I've been on that Juice World like crazy right
Juice
now.
WRLD dope. Juice WRLD was dope.
I fuck with that.
R.I.P.
That shit.
Who's-
I don't know.
who's just
Yeah.
The rapper that died not too long
Yeah,
ago.
man.
Young. He was 21.
21, man. They got that 21 club going on. I don't know what
Shit.
it
Used
is.
to be
Listen,
the
everybody.
27
They're going
club.
younger and younger
All I'm
now.
saying
man.
is love
Shit.
yourself. Don't you ain't gotta do that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Whatever the situation is, we don't really know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if that was the case, just love yourself, man. It ain't worth that. Man, he had some good music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he actually inspired a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? He might not have been my top 5, but I
Right.
definitely have some Juice WRLD in my phone.
Yeah,
You
I fuck
know?
with that Juice World. I like that with Ellie Goulding. Goulding, am I saying her name right? Hate Me is the song name that he does with her.
I love Ellie
That
Goulding.
shit's dope, man. That song's
Might
dope.
have to look that up on the
Yeah,
iTunes.
she's like a techno artist,
Techno's dope.
but it's not really a techno song, but she sings on it. It's pretty good.
That's cool. That's cool.
So you're her management then.
Yeah, for the most part. More so, I mean, I put the title management only because like she does come to me for stuff. But and I also want to dip and dab into all that. But I'm also just I'm real life support. You know
I
what I
have
mean?
really
A lot of
bad
people want to work with her, but a lot of
anxiety.
people don't care about her passion.
She
I
does.
care.
Yep, that's
We've
a
cried
beautiful
together
thing.
about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's real.
Yeah,
And I'm willing. Like, man, I've taken her to Miami. I've taken her to Atlanta. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I told her. 2019. I said, listen, 2020, Atlanta, Miami, Cali. We already hit 2. We just trying to go to Cali now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I told her, I was like, I'm her number 1 fan, and it ain't because she's my girl. It ain't because of none of that. I genuinely see her
Right.
making it. If people don't listen,
you have to have that. I mean, I think But how do you view that, Henry? Because you manage a band. I mean,
Yeah, I manage a band called Gears. They're alternative rock, kind of like Seven Dust kind of stuff.
are you in it for the paycheck, or you care about it, man?
No, I absolutely care about them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm in it for a paycheck too. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Hey, everybody got to eat, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got to eat.
This is still a business I'm
Yeah.
trying to make money with.
So,
But-
if anybody messes with Protige, which is your company, you're going to be passionate about the artist. You're not just looking to get paid. I know you're looking to get paid eventually.
Right, yeah,
but,
yeah,
but you
eventually.
care about what you're doing, or you care about music, or
hey, if fucking if Mike Maury, I think his name is Maury, something like that. He's like one of the best artist managers ever right now, and he deals with like mostly metalcore and hardcore bands. But if he came forward and was like, "Hey, I want to take yours under my wing," I would tell them, "All right, go ahead, pay me off, but go ahead." You know what I mean? I would absolutely want to see them climb any ladder to success, whether or not I'm on their team. So, absolutely.
So if there's any artists out there listening right now and they want to get on one of your shows, Kid Play, how can they find you?
Definitely. They can definitely find me at like I am Kid Play, KIDD Play, or you can find me at MGMT_entertainment, all on Instagram. And if not, Facebook Kid Play. Just hit me up in the DM. I got you. It ain't nothing.
Cool.
There you go. Slide in those DMs, guys.
Yeah.
Slide in the DM.
Go ahead and do that.
All right. So now, as a manager, Gears has been doing it way longer than I have. They've been in the industry longer. So we all kind of work together, but I do take a little bit more direction from them
Right.
because they know what they're doing a little
Right.
bit more than I do. They have more experience, and they were all in big name bands before that. So you said you're trying to figure it out all on your own before you start going like the label route, and you're acting basically as management
Manager
and agent.
/ sponsor. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
So is she taking your lead, or is she just coming to you to help with what she's got?
It all depends on really what it is. I actually like to give her full leisure on doing whatever she wants to do. I would appreciate her to come to me about advice, anything like that. But I really am trying to push her to just be an independent artist. Listen, she don't need to be signed. She just need to do her own thing.
true.
Like I'm
She's
telling you.
trying to say I'm annoying.
And
She's tired of me.
a little bit. But nah, like honestly, like just ever since I met her, like the first day I met her, she sung in the car for me, and I recorded. I still got the video on Snapchat, and I was like, "Yo, this girl can sing.
Mm-hmm.
She can sing. She pretty. She the whole package. You know
Yeah,
what I
she
mean?"
is.
And
Definitely.
it wasn't no lust, love thing. It was just like, "Yo, dang, like
What are you
I
doing?
wish I had the money to just invest.
Yeah.
Let's go. We about to make hits." And just ever since then, I'm just like, she gotta make it. And just
Right.
knowing her backstory, I'm like, she gotta make it. That don't make no sense if she don't. It's not right if she don't. So I just really want to be that support, that pusher for her. You know what I mean? We
Okay.
get into arguments about it sometimes, but I tell them that I'm not never against you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I say is just for growth, and you'll understand
Sure.
on your own time.
Yeah, being a manager is almost like being a parent.
It's
oh my
exactly
God.
like being a
Yeah.
parent.
It's funny. I never thought of it
It's
like that, but it's
hilarious.
exactly like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just
It's
like, you know
hilarious.
what? Sometimes I just be
definitely
like,
thought about it like that.
Yeah.
you know. But then I'm like, nah. I believe in it too much,
Being a-
where
tell
it
me-
becomes my passion.
She'll
Yeah.
tell me, she'll be like,
You
you know,
know?
hey,
I understand
I
that.
need you to I need you to handle this for me right now, and I'm like, you're my manager, like when your parents would be like, hey, I need you to do this on your own. You're my mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It's all
is
for
your
the
job.
it's all for the better though. Like I mean, I'm not gonna say that I know everything about the music industry. There's always things to learn.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I'm a more self-taught, hands-on type of person. I'm going to throw myself into the woods, you know what I'm saying, and just try to survive and make it. But, like, dang, I done lost my train of thought. I hate when I do that. But,
It
nah,
happens.
I just, and then we share the same passion. Like, I want to do it, too. I want to make it as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
But, if I have the label as an entrepreneur, that's cool, too. I'm a hustler. I get it from my mama.
Yeah.
Anything to set the table and eat, but...
Have you guys
Music-
sung together?
We have plenty of songs
Have-
together,
Wow.
and
Really?
on her
Probably have a
EP,
whole
I'm actually
album
featured on her
together.
EP. The song called "For Real." We're not gonna play that for y'all tonight, but because it's still in the works. But it's actually pretty hot.
She's actually the only feature on the EP.
Yeah,
I've been asked for 4 years to put out music by myself because when I first moved here, it was, going to the studio was new to me. I've been to one before, but I recorded a cover song. And then when I got to Florida, I started recording my own music. I just started writing when I moved here. And so I was like, features I like better than my own music because I can't really write a whole song yet. It's taking me too long.
Never say can't.
So
Yeah.
a feature, or two, and then I kind of got stuck on doing features. I became like just the go-to feature. Like, I started doing all types of features. And then I just was able to write my own songs. So I was told to put out more music where it's just me. And so that's what I was trying to do. But I was like, I love features myself. I like it. It's like, you hear one instrument and then you hear a band.
Right. We ain't got to talk price. We ain't got to talk price, but do you charge for a feature?
Definitely.
Okay.
Her work is amazing.
So you're not just giving it out?
No, I mean, no, not at all. I mean, nope. Listen, man, you can ask any independent artist. They're going to say, yeah, I charge for features. I charge for features. Some people don't really get paid for features. You know what I'm saying? Some people do. But her work is definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And they know it. You know what I mean?
Course.
They know it.
Now, I'm not going to say I'm balling from features, but
Nah,
I definitely charge for features, and I don't charge, I don't charge $10. I don't charge $20, but I charge for features, and I definitely have done a lot of features.
Yeah.
Charging for features.
Yeah.
How many do you think? Off the top of your head.
I'd say 10.
Guesstimate.
What, 10 last year?
10, 20, yeah, maybe. Like, I mean, if I'm thinking about 2019, because, I wasn't managing you for, I only started managing you to, 2019, so I used to keep up with your music, so I know she has a lot.
I can't.
She has a lot.
I can't.
Yeah.
If you just type her name into Apple Music, you'll
just
see.
find it.
It's a list.
Yeah, I would have to. I have one song of my own on Apple Music.
Everything.
The rest of them,
Yeah.
features.
All right. I don't know who I want to
And then
add.
my own music that I've done, because I've done for Yism, he's a rapper out here. I've done
Dope underground artist.
Intro. I've
Dope.
done 2 of its intros. Solo.
Who is it again?
Yism, YZM.
You've seen him at
YZM.
Pegasus a lot of
Okay.
times.
Yism. He's with the dreads, the red.
Oh, yeah.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
Always
He reminds me of Juice World.
Yes. And
He
he's
reminds
been
me
getting
of Juice
that and
WRLD.
Lil Yachty and all that
Yeah.
ever since he did that.
I try to holler at that dude.
He's
I
fine.
gave him my business
He's-
card. I was like, bro, talk to me. Let me
He's
see
such
if I
a
can help
humble
you.
dude.
He's
and
very, very humble to
and-
himself. Like,
Yeah.
but
But
we'll
since
catch
you
him in the
told me
green
that,
room
I'ma
playing
tell
video
him.
games.
Right.
I'll holler at him. I'll be like, bro, don't sleep on yourself
Yeah,
now.
no.
I know you want to be an underground artist, but there's more
Yeah,
to
I was
this,
trying to
bruh.
talk to him. I was
Let's
trying
go.
to talk
He's
to him.
amazing. But I've
Turn
done,
up.
intros for a couple of his projects. He had a trilogy going on. So,
Yeah.
we've been talking about the third one coming out and, me working on the third one soon. But I've done the first 2 intros for him where it's just, he asked me, he's like, hey, I need you to write a song for my project. And I'm like, you gonna sing it? He's a rapper. He's a rage artist too, a lot of So I'm like, you gonna sing it? What are you gonna do? He was like, no,
DMX
I want
shit.
you on it. I want you to do it.
Yeah,
He's crazy good. I love him. He's
yeah.
definitely in my top 5 favorite artists from Florida.
Yeah, and I would say that
All
too.
of
Coming
Florida.
from Jersey, Tampa music never really fit with me. But going to these local shows, I'm like, okay, I can feel that energy. I can feel that. Yism, I've always felt.
Yes.
I've always felt that. I was like, yeah.
So I don't know what person I want to ask this question to, but yeah, how'd you 2 meet?
Oh,
Actually, like I said, I mean, okay. I feel like she ain't gonna tell this story all the way. I met her
Uh-oh.
because she wanted to do a visual, and one of my homeboys was more so her friend though, which is a mutual friend. Was like, yo, I know somebody.
that would look great in your visual.
But what's so crazy is here's a little background story, right? So I was on Snapchat. And I had seen her on somebody else's Snapchat, and
And I
I was
didn't
like,
know this.
"Oh, I'm in love." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Like, and this was way
Yeah.
before he ever showed me her. Like, because we were talking about it before. We were like,
Right.
when did that happen? When did that happen? Way before he even showed me
Yeah.
her, she saw me already.
I was
and
like, yeah, but I was
my
like,
thing
nah, she
but
out of my
I
league though. I
can't-
was like, I ain't that cute.
Right,
You feel me?
right.
But then I was like, woo, So then we met in Ybor. What, FaZe dropped you off, right?
Yeah,
And honestly, it wasn't even.
So it was like a business meeting. Like she was coming
that
to talk
turned
to
into
you.
that.
I wanted to
Yeah.
meet her before I
Okay.
shot with
Really
her
a
because I was
business
like, I don't want it
meeting.
to be awkward. She's gonna be playing my
I didn't want
girlfriend.
to say it. It didn't
Right.
sound like it.
So you were gonna
It
just
turned
go,
into a chill.
so you're just gonna go have a drink, talk business.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
well,
basically
you know,
what we did. We played around in game time over there in Ybor.
I don't remember that.
Dude, I want to.
I've seen pictures, but I don't remember.
It was a good time. It was dope.
Okay, all right. Here's another one. What was your first impression of her?
Oh, I would love to know.
Oh man,
You're in the hot seat, and don't lie.
you know
Oh,
what?
yeah,
Think about this
yeah.
on the way home.
You know what?
Pressure's on.
You're in
Pressure's
my car.
on.
Okay,
Honest.
honestly, okay, all right, I'm not gonna lie.
Don't fabricate this.
All right,
Don't
all right.
sugarcoat this.
No, dead ass.
No, be straight up.
FaZe was like, you know, she's cute. She would look good in the video.
Oh,
and
thank
when
you, FaZe.
When I saw her, I was like, she's cute. And then when I saw her in
That's
person,
funny.
I was like, I was like, oh my gosh, why are you so cute?
Can I tell him? Can I tell him? Can I tell him about that note?
No, you can't be this cute. I did not want her in my video after. I was like, no.
Can I tell him about that note? Can I tell him about
Yes.
that note? Okay, so we was joking. We was just bullshitting in the car, and
We
I
were
was like, "Yo, I
drinking.
The
bet."
same night.
Same
same
night.
night.
Okay.
We ended up spending like a good 5.
I probably
6
didn't go
hours
home till
together.
like 4, 5 in the morning. You know, it was a dope night. But
Yeah.
I was just bullshitting in the car, a little cocky. I'm a little cocky. I ain't gonna lie. You know,
Right.
it's that Jersey. That's that
She's a
Jersey
Taurus.
in me. Taurus all day. But nah. So I had. It sounds so terrible.
It really does. It's not bad.
I
at
had
all.
wrote like I was bullshitting though, but I had wrote like a little contract, and I was like, "Yo, I bet from this day for the rest of your life, you're gonna be sprung over me. You're gonna like me."
Oh shit.
Yo.
And I told her to sign it, and ever since, I
That's
was
the
like,
illest
sign
stuff.
it.
That's ill.
Listen,
Sign?
I'm
I like
gangster.
that.
I don't care about you.
I seen
you know
when
me.
I seen her on Snapchat, I was like,
I like that.
"Yeah, that's
I'ma
mine.
do that.
That's me.
I'ma
Oh
do
yeah,
that. Yo,
you
and-
get them locked.
Yeah.
And,
get 'em
and
locked.
we laugh about that like once a month.
Have you done that before?
I no on no cap. I've never done that before. I don't even know. I think I was feeling the E&J or something.
I feel like I
don't know.
sold my soul to
Right.
her
Do you
when
still
I
have that
signed
paper?
that.
Do you still have the paper?
I asked her
No, I
and
wish
she
I
threw it
did.
away
My
cleaning out
car.
her car.
No,
not even
no.
knowing.
I don't think I threw it away because remember I had my sister borrow the car and my
Oh,
car
yeah.
actually got stolen in total. They drove it into a damn lake.
What the
So,
hell?
and then what's so funny when
That sounds
I
like a
went
insurance scam, but go ahead.
Nah, no scam, no scam. Listen, I love progressive. Y'all good with the rates. But nah, that was too funny, yo.
I can get it. Yeah,
I do.
could. Yeah.
I'm charged.
You can email it.
You want me to play
Definitely.
something? You want me to play something off the flash drive? No.
Nah,
All that old and is not.
nah. That's not where we at no more.
It's
Yeah,
good
it's
music,
2020.
yes, but I just, I'm.
No, but
it's-
the intro
it's
was
what
good.
I was trying to do.
Oh, that
and-
interlude,
Yeah.
we're always
that
gonna
interlude
keep that.
is permanent. That is staying in my
We're
life.
keeping that.
Because that's 100%.
I
me.
found that beat,
But,
by the way.
I'm actually
Just want to let it know. Just want everybody to know.
Drop that in there.
I know her sound. You feel
Yeah.
me?
We're about
I
to
told her
take
if she
a.
ever need a backup singer, like I got her. Like I told her. I can't believe it.
We're about to take a 10-minute break.
All I
and we're
know
gonna play
is
some
I'm
of her
taking that
music.
contract thing. I'm doing that
Yo,
got
it's
you.
facts, man.
because I'm going out with a couple of these little.
Yeah,
some,
get a
like,
little
they all
shorties.
getting kind of
Get a
listen.
shorties.
Your email or
Yeah, my email.
what's your email?
flowhioradio@yahoo.com.
Radio.
Yeah, no, that was.
That's a pretty
good.
dope story.
Keeping it simple. Because, mine is too, and you'll see it when you get it. People are like, what's your email?
I know your first impression whenever you're in love.
Yeah, man.
You're in love. You started on Snapchat.
I'll embarrass myself for it. I don't
That's
care.
facts. No, that's you got to though,
I
because a lot
thought-
of people are too scared to do that.
Yeah, nah, you know it.
Because that's how people like that end up single till they're like 40.
Right,
because
right.
nobody wants to say anything.
You know it's okay to be vulnerable.
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
okay to be vulnerable, bro.
Now,
It's all right.
here's a
Good
quick
play,
question while we get
Good
this.
play.
While
One word.
we get this going here, her music going. The last performance she performed at, you
Yeah.
came out with some flowers.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
that
yeah.
staged or?
No, actually, what was so funny is I do not like Valentine's Day. I used to be one of those suckers, kiss ass. I'm gonna go over the top for you, and ain't no ring on my finger.
Yep.
You
Right.
know what I mean? But
Been there.
so I was like, but so she be knocked. So I left early in the morning. I told her, I was like, listen, I'm gonna go to the office real quick. I'll be back. I was going for like an hour or whatever, and I brought back some flowers and chocolate for her. But I bought 2 sets of, flowers.
Right.
And I was like, I'm gonna give her some on stage. I'm gonna embarrass her real quick. You know what I mean? So I just did it real quick. I was nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly didn't think I was gonna do it. I was probably just gonna give it to her once we got back to the car and be like, here, I got this for you. But I was like, fuck it, let's do it. You
gotta
know
do what you gotta
I
do.
believe I even texted you after the performance. I was like, that was so cute.
I saw that text.
I was like, dude, I was like, such a beautiful performance and coming out with flowers. I was like, oh,
yeah.
that's great.
I just, and at the end of the day, I know she's a pretty girl and everything. So, there's be some shows where like the host, they'll be calling her out and they're like, oh, she, complimenting her and the guys are in the crowd and it makes me laugh. I don't get jealous, but so I was like, let me go ahead and show out real quick.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm like, I want y'all to know what it is.
Somebody's trying to talk to me, babe.
Because when we're out in public, we're never like all on each other. We're like more like best friends,
Yeah, honestly.
After the break, when we play our music and stuff, maybe we can talk a little bit about that of like spouses being with their partner during performances and would that affect fans or not?
Nah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I feel like they low-key kind of love it.
Yeah.
It all depends. I mean, because sometimes there's still artists that think that, being single is where it's going to be, it's going to help them get there, especially for the females. But we got a lot of YouTubers with the couples, and that's what's winning right now.
Right.
That love. And a lot of people don't see that, and if you stay, like, organic and just authentic, like, they gonna love you.
Yeah, they gonna love you.
You know what I
regardless.
mean? And that's what I want them to love me for. I'm not trying to put on no show.
Yeah.
This is real life.
And that touches on what we talked about earlier about the image. The real deal here.
Yeah.
It's no fake.
You ready to roll? No, I didn't get it yet.
You should get them now.
Sorry, everyone. We're trying to gear up this new music.
It's interesting though, because he.
You got one. I had to send them all separate. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're the guest. Fuck me. I don't matter. I have a friend though, and him and his girl are in the band together. And when they told me that, I was like, "You guys are such a cute couple." Usually, that's a recipe for disaster. But if you guys are making it work, all the more power to you. Oh yeah.
It's great when you share the passion or just understand it. You know what I mean? You don't have to necessarily share the same things, but understand it and just respect it. Like, if you love your partner, you're going to accept whatever they do. I mean, some things you won't.
And if you really give a fuck, you're gonna support them.
Period. Off rip. If
all
I'm going to be the only one in the crowd, I'm going to be the only one in the crowd.
That's been the issue with me. It's like, I'll find people that we click, we got amazing chemistry, the vibe is always there, but they can't stand the fact that I'm so busy.
Right.
And they hate that I'm out in these streets all the time.
Nah, I feel that.
We do a lot of things together.
We do a lot of things together.
That's the best part. You got to.
I mean, but it's just, we do a lot of music stuff, so it's like we
Even
both
used to
in the
work
music.
together.
You know
we
what I
used
mean?
to work together.
Yeah, we
and
even work
were
together.
The best employees in the restaurant. Like, we were so efficient, and it was crazy because you're like, how are they so slow over there, and we're just so together. So in sync.
It's more in sync. A lot of people always say like we're like connected, and we say a lot of things at the same time, and
oh my gosh.
Like, it's just crazy. Like, she'll think of a song in her head, and I start singing it, and she's like, "Yo, I was just thinking about that song in my head." Like,
it's really scary, actually. It's really scary because we have the same tattoo. We got it at the same time, at the same year. Yeah. Different ages in completely different countries. Didn't know each other.
Yeah.
In the same place. We have the same tattoo.
Yeah.
What tattoo?
It's beautiful in kanji.
Yeah.
Which is what
No
my
shit.
actual name means.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of...
And it's the same kanji font, too. Like,
weird.
he gave me a
Whoa.
book,
Yeah.
Mind
and there were
blown.
pages. And I picked a page and picked a font from one page. It was a bunch of pages, and we ended up having the same font. That's crazy.
But I tell her, though, too. I tell her, I'm like, yo, like...
That's pretty dope. That's crazy right there.
Yeah.
It's all creepy, but
yeah. That's what, didn't I
How long
I
have you
saw
been a
this
fan of
preview.
hers again?
Yeah, for a hot minute, though. But, like, I always tell her, like, what's crazy is, like, I see myself in her. You know, I'm 26, about to be 27. She just turned 22. You know, and I'm like, at your age, like, I can relate. That's where I've been. You know what I mean? What you think, what you do, you're so predictable to me. You know? And not in a good way, though, because it's like I can teach you and we can teach each other. You know, because at the end of the day, I need to reflect on the things that I've done in my past to become a better person. People don't change, but they make better choices.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I get. You know what I mean? That shit dope.
Yeah. Well,
That shit dope.
it's kind of like you're mentoring her too, then. So that's
Yeah,
cool.
at the end of the, and I tell her too. I'll be like, listen. Sometimes she get mad, and I'll be like, I'm not against you though. So I don't care if you're mad, but you're gonna understand. At a point in time, you're gonna understand,
Right.
and you're gonna be like, damn, you gotta tell me I'm right. I know I'm right. I know I'm right.
Hell yeah, I like
But when
this
you
guy.
understand, it's gonna be something. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I get that from my parents though. I've seen my parents. They're divorced now. Been together for about 20 plus years. Just got divorced when we moved to Florida 2014. And my daddy was a talker. He's a preacher. He meditates, all that. And he's always, told me big stuff and just kept my third eye open, And my mom, I see my mom, she's such a hard worker. And that's where I get my characteristics from. Like, that's why I move. I grind so hard. And my dad, my mind is just open. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to get all spiritual or
No, I
whatever,
get
but,
you.
I just... There's certain things I've experienced in my life that I'm like, yo, that done opened a new
got
point
one
of
right
view
now.
for
Oh,
me.
I'm getting
People are so tunnel vision, and that's cool when you're trying to go after what you dream, but there's other people around you too, and you got to remember you got people that love you and support you. You got to stay woke.
Yeah. It's a good attitude to have.
Yeah, man.
It is.
Always.
Oh, yeah. Keep that.
Always. Yeah, man. That's what sounds is about.
Yeah.
That's what sounds is about, man.
So we're still waiting for the music.
Oh.
So
Oh,
we gotta
I'm
keep this
sorry.
going.
I'm sorry.
Ari's taking her sweet ass time.
I'm downloading
We
them.
can do some
He's
acapella.
downloading them.
Oh, I was say you want to
I'm
do some
blaming you.
acapella?
Blame me. I don't blame. I'm once you work in the industry and now, because everyone blames like promoters and managers for everything that goes wrong. I blame an artist from that one. Fuck
Yeah,
them.
honestly,
Yeah.
you can't
It's
manage
all the
nothing
artist's
if-
fault.
What is a manager going to do if you ain't giving them nothing to work with? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you mess up, that's on you, bro.
Well, I'm a promoter too, so I
Yeah.
get it. Like if the show does good, like I always say, if the show does good, it's because of the bands.
Yeah.
If the show does bad, it's because I fucked up.
Right.
So, and whether or not I like that attitude, that's how it is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man.
It's nerve wracking for me.
How many did you get?
Technically like 8, but
I told you. Didn't I?
They all double?
My
Yeah,
phone
they,
is
like,
on
tripled.
drugs. I don't know what's
Damn, phone be smoking.
wrong with it. Something. I don't know. It's
But-
the iPhone.
It's time for an
I
upgrade.
have the
Exactly.
7 Plus.
The artists that I manage, my problem with them is they yes me to death.
Yeah.
And if they would just do what the freak I told them to do,
Yeah.
they would be further in their career than what they are. It's like I'm to the point where I'm going to work as hard as you work.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I see great potential and we can do a lot of things. It's like
You can't base that off potential just because you see something in somebody, because
Yeah.
you might just be wasting your energy because they might not see that potential in themselves.
Yeah, I think they do, but maybe they don't believe it, or I don't know.
Yeah, and that falls into that insecurity.
Yeah.
But people, if you about it, don't matter what people say.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter what people say. There's so many people in the world. One person say it's bad, but then there's 20 people that say it's good. And just because you let that one person that said it was bad stop you from doing, you
Mm-hmm.
missing all your shots. You're missing all your shots.
Yeah, honestly.
I had a band right when I first started out in the industry, out of Miami, and I was kind of managing them more like an agent kind of thing, just putting them on shows nonstop. And it got to a point where I felt like I was dragging them through, and I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm good. You don't want it, then I'm not going to work.
Yeah.
And you're
You leave a
the
horse to
band ended
water,
up
you can't
breaking
make
up.
it drink.
So I was like,
though.
fuck this, dude. I was that made me pretty bitter though for a while. I won't lie. was
I
like,
remember
damn.
that band. I like that band.
I liked them too, but this,
Yeah.
blow my brains out with that shit. So
It's great.
be
If I
okay.
could find
you're gonna be okay.
if I could find
I felt like I needed to say that.
appreciate that, man.
I need to find an artist that has as much drive that I do,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the
You have-
problem.
You have
Yes.
it. You have
Match
it.
energy all 2020, all for the
Everyone
rest of your
says that they want it. No one wants to put in the fucking work.
life. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you want to play Madison Square Garden, right?
I do.
It's
Yeah.
all a
I
gamble.
absolutely do.
It's
It's
all
funny
a
that you
gamble.
said that one because that's literally like,
Yeah, that's facts.
I
We
think
gonna we gonna get
I
it
think
there
you
too.
guys are just telepathy, and now
Yeah.
we're gonna pick up on it. And
Yeah,
put it-
I told you my energy. It's just
I got it.
Go.
Well, we're speaking that into existence right now.
Yeah.
Yep, law of
No.
attraction.
Arigato.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
people say like you. I want to play Madison Square Garden, but then you go home for a month and you're not doing shit for your music.
Right.
I'm not saying you, but like, you know, it's like, dude, that's got to be like a side job almost. If not your main job, it's got to be like a side job.
Yeah.
It really
Right
does.
now, it's my main job, and for 98% of the time, it's my main job. Maybe like once out of every like 3 or 4 months, I'll go get a 9 to 5 because you need to.
Yeah.
To
Gotta pay
live.
bills. Yeah, I get it.
I still have to take a shower every day, so I gotta have a job.
Yeah.
But it still definitely holds back. Holds me back from being able to go to shows. Being able to go, just to be an appearance in a music video, and even now that's important. It's important, even if it's not mine. It's important to be in a music video because some artists might see them and they'll be like, oh, yo, who's that? Oh, well, she's an artist.
I
Not
definitely
a video.
feel like
That's an
yeah.
artist. So it's
Yeah.
cool, to be a part of that. It's exposure, it's marketing, and a lot of those happen during the day. So I miss out on a lot of those because that's when I like to be at work is during the day. If I do work a 9 to 5, and I do things like receptionists and hosts, and so it is all day, and then there's no time. Sometimes I'll make it to a show, but sometimes I'll get there late, or I'll have to leave work early, and then my throws me off at work because now I got to leave early, and I don't like being that kind of employee.
Right. I get you.
Are you currently working a 9 to 5?
I'm about to again.
Now, what are you going to get into?
I'll be looking at a Kia dealership as a receptionist.
Okay.
I love being a receptionist because there's a lot to do within those long hours. I'm at work all day as a receptionist, all day, and I like to be at work all day because then I can make the most money.
Right.
And so if I'm gonna be at work all day, I have ADHD. I gotta move. So I need a lot to do. And as a receptionist, you're constantly moving, whether you're writing stuff, filing things, handling customers, sending them somewhere, showing someone where something is, you're always doing something. So, being a receptionist is definitely where I like to stay at.
So, what's the one thing you're lacking right now in the music? Like not enough shows.
Probably
Tour.
my visuals. That's very important
Visuals.
right now, and
That-
just visuals. And,
yeah.
when you guys were talking about it earlier, I was like, ooh, I've done visuals with my features, but I don't have my own. And though I'm proud of my features that I've done, I can't say I'm 100% proud of the visual that I'm in because
Right.
it's not mine. So I'm not trying to take the focus off somebody else.
Right.
And so I'm just kind of just an accessory. But if it were my video, I feel like I'd be more proud because that way I can showcase Ahri, what I
Yeah.
mean? More than the way I have in a feature video. So
Do you plan on a tour this year at all?
it's not in the plans, no. But
so crazy.
we make plans overnight.
It's in the plans.
So
It's in the
Yeah.
plans
It's
towards
in
the
the
end of
plans now,
2020.
see? Just in
No.
one second,
I've
it's in
been
the plans
I've been
now.
thinking
It's
about it. I
happening.
got a lot of thoughts.
Boom.
I got insomnia, so I'm up all night thinking about things. You know what I'm saying? How I can get a step forward, and it might not be no official tour, but we're definitely gonna hit some
Touring
states
states.
and just hit some showcases and just see new faces. Like, everybody's so familiar out here.
Yeah.
What do you
You
think
know?
about doing like a week of this, 2 weeks?
Probably like a whole week. I mean, it all depends on where we're going at the end of the day because I'll be driving.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Atlanta, Miami, Orlando,
Yeah.
Texas is
Texas,
huge.
Cali, I got a lot of DJs and producers out in
yeah.
Cali that want to work with me and engineers.
Yeah,
So
I
need
know.
to go out there
Yeah,
for some shows. Colorado wants me out there, and that's where I want to.
we're definitely gonna hit
one day,
hit
so.
New York and Jersey. I actually, I know. I don't know if y'all know who Fat Boy is. He's not really a big time artist like that, but he's got a lot of following. He's well known up north. I've got in contact with his DJ, so he puts on shows in Jersey and all that. And I would love to go back to my hometown and everything. So we probably hit New York, Jersey.
We'll definitely hit New York and Jersey
know,
this year.
But like, you got to really put in a million quadrillion % into everything. Because like back in the day, I think it was a little bit easier to get into the music.
Yeah.
Right now, the generation is so picky and so judgy. It's
They
like,
want you to have everything. Because
if you ain't got
honestly, they don't want
the
to have to do
jewels
too
and
much.
the booty shaking and all that
They don't
crazy
really want to
stuff.
have to
It's
prep
like
you. They don't
You
really
know?
have to spend too much on your hair and makeup.
They want you to have it and then want to take
on
a percentage of your
songwriters.
shit. That's what they want.
Exactly.
That's what they want
you
to do.
have everything already and then be like, we're going to promote you and take half of that.
And that's why I push her to be an independent artist.
Facts.
Because can't nobody take nothing from you.
So
Independence the best way to go.
Yes, sir.
Which is why, I've been leaning into that because it's
We
like
gonna- it's gonna get
I'm
done.
realizing how much I've been working over the past 5 years, and I'm like, ooh, do I really want to give somebody half of all of that?
Right.
When they ain't done nothing, you know?
Well, if they're not doing anything, then yeah. But
Yeah.
if your label's putting you on a mini tour, a couple dates with Adele,
Oh, that
you
would
know
be
what
great.
I mean?
Then that's a different
And that's-
situation.
pay them, you know?
When it comes to things like that, I'm definitely, I definitely believe very, very, very heavy in exposure being, playing a huge part in your success. I think that just exposure can get you anywhere.
Yeah.
You don't have to have money, and that's why we do all the shows that we do. That's why we do all the contests we do. That's why we go to Atlanta, and we go to Baltimore, and so we go to places because we have to get out there. We have to see other people. We have to be seen by other people.
If you're performing in front of the same people, that's as far as your music's gonna go.
Real. We were just talking about it. People play new artists in the car all the time. When we have people in our car, they're always playing somebody we don't know of, and then we're like, who is that? And as much as that happens, that could happen for your music. You
Right.
could be
Absolutely.
played and be, and be introduced to somebody else like that.
you only got to get
Seriously.
heard once by the right person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
I
not about
grew
how
up
many
being told
songs you
that.
got.
Yeah.
My parents used to put me on a spot in the middle of the commissary, the grocery store, and sing. And I would have to sing, and they would tell me because you don't know who's in
in
the
here.
room. You don't know when and where somebody's going to hear you. So if somebody asks you if you can sing a song, you better be ready with 2 or 3 songs in your head because you need to know which one you want to sing.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know what'll go nowadays. You don't know what's going to go viral. So if you're singing in a grocery store and someone takes a video of that, and now that's got 3 million in a couple of days, well,
Right.
there you go.
Now they looking you up.
Yeah. I truly respect the artists. I do a lot of sound engineering at the Pegasus, a lot of events there, and I truly respect all the artists that come in. They have their little flyer or they have their little card, and they'll go up to every single person in that bar.
Yeah,
and
they
give
did
them
that
one.
last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
Was that
I,
the-
I hate the artist that comes in, goes right to the stage, does their shit, walks right off
And
stage, and
dips.
leaves.
Yeah, because you were
That
talking
is-
about the meet and greets. That's usually what the meet and greets look like for bigger names.
Yeah.
It's not like you're hanging out with them. You know what I mean? But you should still be excited to meet your fans.
Yeah, these guys, it was garbage, bro. Straight garbage.
I heard. I won't go there. I heard.
Oh, go ahead.
I heard someone in that lineup was kind of prima donna.
Yes,
out.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I heard
Very
that.
much so.
No way.
We run into them.
Yeah.
I
What?
run into them. I'm not gonna stunt.
Never.
But you gotta act accordingly and know how to handle that.
Cocky
Listen,
artist? No.
What? Get out.
I like the fake it till you make it kind of thing, but I mean,
Yeah.
but
the end of
that's
the
just
day,
a
don't-
little bit overplayed. Maybe.
Don't get lost in yourself because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you got these genuine supporters and your friends,
Yep.
and they ain't messing with that fake persona that you got going on, and you think that you diva and rock star. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay humble through it all. I don't care what your status is. Stay humble. You got people that love you, so show that back because the reason why you're here is
It's
because of them.
Yeah.
It ain't because of you.
On
Yeah.
top of that, I had a band a couple of years ago I was working with because I was a booking agent for
Yeah.
a little while and decided I wasn't going to kill myself through that because it was like the worst. I
I'm pretty
hate
sure
it.
it's a pain in the butt.
It's you do it for her. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Imagine
like-
you did- now
I
imagine
just-
you do it
I honestly
with
be
4
like-
other
fucking
people
sucks.
involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pain in
It
the butt.
sucks. And like these guys would cancel shows on me. I'll fuck them.
Oh,
but
man.
they were a great band.
Yeah.
But they had an attitude. They would cancel shows. So I dropped them. I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
working with you.
There's no
This
point.
This is a waste of my time.
I get heartbroken if we probably had to cancel like one show, and I almost cried.
Yeah.
And we had to, but it was just that I had promoted for that, and so people saw that I was going to do a show, and I was just like, I can't do that. And
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
like, "Are you sure you're okay?" It just wasn't. It wasn't fun. I
gotta
I couldn't do it. I
wait
couldn't
for
do
the
it.
finish.
Yeah.
pick it up.
They were like, that's the attitude you should be having. Whereas they were like, yeah, we don't think it's
We're
going to be a
all
big
three,
show
you know,
the day before. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Let me tell you, I've performed in front of 2 people before,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a crowd.
But you know what? You always got to put that 200%.
No, but you got to though.
Always.
Because there's artists that have been in this game for over 15 years, and I'm not even gonna say his name because I don't even need to. I'm not going to mention it. He's very well respected. One of the best lyricists I've ever seen in my life. He's been on Sway in the Morning. He's made a few trips to New York. Matter of fact, I think he might be out there now.
Okay.
Booked him for Beats and Eats, the most recent one before the new one that we're dropping at the end of the month. The way Beats and Eats works is every artist, I give them tickets to sell because if they want $50 to perform, I'm not going to pay you $50 in cash. You're not going to promote the event, none of that. So I figure I give you 20 tickets at $10 a pop. You can make $200.
Right.
If you got a loyal fan base. My man never came and got the tickets. Showed up to the event. Doors open at 8. He showed up about 11:30.
Oh, wow.
He's like, "Oh, when can I go on?" I said, "Bro, you were supposed to go on at like 11. You weren't even here. So wait for my comedian to get done, and then we're going to put you on the stage."
Right.
So he's over at the bar drinking with his boy, and he's kind of, how's he still going? How's he still on the mic? And I'm just sitting there like, bro, like, why are you wilding right now?
Yeah.
Then it's his time to go up. Oh, I'm just going to take off. So you came all the way out here.
For nada.
There's like 20 people here because, like I said, people bring their fans and then they leave after they perform.
Right.
That's why I'm doing the raffle thing now to keep people in the
And that's
in the
exactly
thing.
why I do mine.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this guy like, bruh, you were just complaining and crying to me literally a week ago about how nobody supports you. You feel like you're blackballed. I reach out and give you the opportunity. Even this is after you dissed me before off of some other stuff. Didn't get the tickets. Didn't make any attempts to promote the show. You show up late. Then, even though you're here and you drove all this way over here, you want to leave before you don't even want to rock?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this should have been promoted better. I said, bitch, you should have came and got your tickets.
Right.
2 weeks ago.
Right.
You should have been selling them. You could have made money. There would be people here if you brought them.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, you dope, but like, bro, you gotta have your work ethic has to match your talent level.
Yep.
And if it don't, you're gonna be local ass artist for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be like, damn, how come he didn't make it? Because he
Right.
don't have a work ethic.
Fucking
Right.
lazy.
And that's facts. That's facts.
There's gonna
That's
be
facts.
shows where you got 3 people in the crowd, but there's gonna be shows where you got 3,000 people in the crowd.
Yep.
You got to treat each one the same.
Right.
Yep.
And
I
that's
tell all
facts.
my artists the same thing. That same thing.
I think the worst show I ever had was 7 people came through the door. And I was pretty distraught, but you still have to run the show.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not. That's something that you can't. You can't.
You can't control that.
Yeah, that's
You
know,
can
and
by
that's
promoting,
why,
but-
like every show
Yeah,
I do,
but-
artists are selling tickets. You don't
Yeah.
want to sell tickets, you're not gonna be on my show. It's just the
Right.
way it is.
I mean, out of those
I
2
hear
people
that.
in that crowd, I gained maybe 15 followers overnight.
Yeah.
And so that was enough for me, because y'all see my music.
You know,
when
they
you
put it
follow
on
me.
stories.
Yeah,
and stuff
and then
like
they can
that,
put it on
tag 'em.
videos
And they're
and-
like,
yeah.
whoa, dang. You know what I'm saying?
And that's about 15 from
Yeah.
2 people.
And the thing
I'm
is,
not
you don't
gonna
even
stop
know one of
with
those 2
that.
people could be
Yeah.
like
That's
the
awesome.
cousin of somebody from Def Jam.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
facts.
always got to treat the big shows and the small shows the same. That's what separates the professionals from the local ass artists.
Yeah.
Speaking of music,
And them amateurs, man.
are we ready to hear this?
I wanna-
Which one do you want? I got 3 of them.
Whichever one appeals to your eye first.
All right, let's see.
You're gonna
Just
We'll
hear.
go
look
with the
by the
titles
cover.
and we're gonna pick one. We got. See now, I clicked on too much, but then it says no more lies when it comes up.
Yeah, but it's called too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we got stay, and we got. I'm gonna play what I like your vibe. I
My
like.
engineer has his own names for my songs.
Now this is
Yeah, play that vibe one. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
where it's at for you.
now this is off the new album that.
The new EP that's finna drop,
Yeah.
2020.
So
yes,
you're
sir.
hearing it first on the Diamond Vibes.
Oh, so
radio
we got
show
exclusive?
Yeah, this is
Yes.
exclusive. Y'all, listen,
shit.
man.
Thank
Hey.
you,
Big
girls.
ups.
Hey.
Appreciate that.
All right. Well, we're gonna go with I like your vibe. So go ahead and introduce it, in a professional radio style.
All right. How y'all doing? This is Ahri, and y'all about to listen to I Like Your Vibe from my new EP, Ahri. Here it goes.
Just you a chicken.
Girl, I am liking your vibe. 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 I'm loving the way that you move. Loving the way that you move. Loving the things that you do. Loving the things that you do. She ain't never photoshopped. She ain't never photoshopped it. Girl, looking good like fuck. Girl, looking good like fuck. Seeing you in my own eyes. Seeing you in my own eyes. Loving the way that you vibe. Loving the way that you vibe. She a vibe that I just can't get rid of. Let her stay the weekend. Now she match my flight. She loyal, yeah, she gon' ride or die. I ain't bragging, but my baby is a vibe. Girl, I am liking your vibe. Girl, I am liking your vibe, yeah, yeah. Girl, I am liking your vibe. Girl, I am liking your vibe. Baby, you're one of a kind, moving like you are my type, yeah, yeah. Girl, I am liking your vibe. 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 I'm loving the way that you move, loving the way that you move, loving the things that you do, loving the things that you do. She ain't never photoshopped, she ain't never photoshopped it. Girl looking good like fuck, girl looking good like fuck. Seeing you with my own eyes, seeing you with my own eyes, loving the way that you vibe, loving the way that you vibe.
Are we back on?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ahri, that was really.
That shit was,
Yeah, I was telling you,
Yeah,
that,
that
that
was-
song's official.
I was
Thank you.
he said you sound like Rihanna. I personally don't like it. I think you sound better.
Oh, thank
I was
you.
serious.
That's
I'm
what's
not
up.
even
Yeah, the
lying.
vibe. The
Yeah.
vibe
Rihanna
to
don't
it.
Yeah, like I get what
Don't
he's
hate.
saying, but
That
like, I
beginning-
think you sound better.
That beginning is
you.
definitely
I
got
do.
the vibe.
Actually, I can't stand Rihanna if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I love
I
Rihanna.
fucking hate Rihanna.
I will marry
Her
Rihanna.
voice
I will marry
makes me
Rihanna
want
and
to
just because
punch
you hate
people
her.
in the-
I mean,
I will bring
like,
her. I will bring her
I
to the
love
Pegasus
you.
every
She
day.
bad, though.
Rihanna is an oasis, okay?
I love
bad.
Rihanna.
She's an
Oh,
oasis.
I can't get down with her, man. I hear her. In
I
a
said, let me
song,
make
I'm
it big
like,
enough in this game to where I got a shot with Rihanna.
Like Eminem just
Let me take you
completely
on a
trashed
date.
how many
And
songs
Rihanna's
because he
not
brought
easy
her
to
in,
get to,
man.
You know? She ain't giving nobody no time.
Rihanna playing with that album too.
Yeah, she said
Haunting
she's
with
gonna
it.
drop it this year.
Yeah, she better because she gonna have to square up with me. 'Cause
Stop
I
moving.
need that music.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. You know all the stuff she's got going on. She don't even got to work.
Yeah,
And that's
she
where
don't
you
even
want to
have
get
to
to.
do it.
That's where you want to get to in the industry where music is your music is so great that you can be like, I'll take a
Yeah.
couple years
What's
off and worry
crazy-
about this brand
Yeah,
that I'm building.
There's so many other things that will actually make you more money than
Yeah,
just doing music.
the clothing. what she got? Fendi? Isn't that her
She
thing?
got Fendi with the makeup and
Fendi and Fenty.
yeah, all that. She got all that. Yeah.
So yeah, she don't got to worry about it. That's the best part, and she can release it and make 20
Right.
million just
On
like
a
that.
random day.
Like it's nothing.
Oh, I dropped this by
Like
the
when
way.
Beyonce did it. Remember Beyonce dropped that album? Nobody knew about it.
Yo, I love
She
Beyonce.
dropped it. I think she dropped it the same day as Kanye. That's why she did that. The
I
same
love
weekend.
Beyonce, man. She's
That's some
fire.
foul shit.
She's so bad. I love that.
So we have what? Two more.
We got two other
exclusive
tracks.
Yes, sir.
Exclusive.
Uno, dos.
I
Exclusives.
like that word.
Oh, straight exclusive.
Man, for
Yeah.
5 weeks in, I think we're doing pretty decent.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
doing
We,
really
we
good.
had
I hope
George
they-
Young on the phone. We got Ahri doing their exclusive release.
Yeah.
We had Nathan on here talking about the industry.
Somebody's
we made it big
speakers
time
got
already,
set on
man.
fire.
We're big time already.
Shit. I'm gonna have to reach
Bangers.
out to. Maybe we'll get Rihanna on the show. We'll have you guys meet.
Yeah, reach
You know,
out,
yeah.
reach out, see what you can do.
I can talk shit to her because her voice.
That would be
sucks.
hot.
You know what I mean?
Listen, that would be a hot collab. Dog. I ain't gonna stunt.
So what's the next one we're gonna hear?
The next one is Too Much. Now this one is so dear to me. It's heartfelt. It's kind of sad, and it is also a banger all in one. You know, yeah, Blase co-produced and also engineered this, and he also actually kind of helped me write to it. You know,
yeah.
he helped me dig out. You
actually
know
a good ghostwriter.
what I had going on.
Really?
So
Stunt.
this is from the heart.
Here we
from
go.
The diary.
Don't cry, y'all.
Exclusive Diamond Vibes.
Am I asking for too much? Am I asking for too much? Am I asking for too much? For
And we're back.
That shit was whoa.
Listen.
Henry, you're not a.
No, she's ready. She's ready. As
She's
far as
been ready.
for
You
the
don't like
majors.
this style of music,
She was
Henry. What do
waiting
you
at the
think?
door.
I do not like. Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's not something I'm listening to.
Yeah, he's not romantic like that.
Yeah, no.
He's
He's
dead
I like
inside.
that headbang and shit. But no, that was phenomenal. Really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
That's what's
And
up.
That would.
it'd be cool to hear you kind of harmonize in some heavier stuff. I'd be down to hear that.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put you in contact with Gears. I'm gonna see what we can do here. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Get some
Yeah,
R&B,
no, I'm hitting up Gino right now.
all rock
'cause-
mix. I'd be down with it.
Yes.
No, if you had a dude on that last one, just like to spit his perspective, trust me. Like
yeah.
I gotta link y'all up with
I
Gino.
feel you. I
Gino's
see what
my
you're saying.
artist. Me and Gino go back to like 2009. We've been all over. We've been out of the country doing the music thing. Like that's my brother, and
Super cool guy. Too.
his voice would be perfect on that. So
Big ups to
we gotta
Gino.
like if you can release single if you want, but let me go.
No, I want to do something like where we're putting out like remixes to
Yeah,
some
he would be
songs after
perfect.
the
I
EP.
promise you, he would
You
be
know?
perfect for that.
That'd
Because
be
he's
cool.
got like the 50 Cent vibe to his voice, but he also harmonizes. He's like more of a singer too.
Yes.
Tell it, y'all gonna love Gino. Gino is Captain Work. Like he's work.
Yeah,
So
that's
he's
what's
right
up.
there with y'all. Like if y'all want to say let's go to Boston,
ready.
he's like let's go to Boston.
Yeah.
I'm
All right,
excited
bet.
because like
that's dope.
everything you hear there, all of those harmonies are all me. Like I
Yeah.
do all of those first take.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All of those are first take and all
'Cause
the
this-
harmonies anyway.
This is the first time I've heard your music, so I'm like,
Thank you.
That's
like
what's
it's
up.
chills in a way. Cause,
Yeah, and that's good. That's good. That's what's
yeah,
up. Yeah,
you
man.
got definitely got a good team. You definitely pro ready, like from everything from the instrumentals to like I couldn't find a flaw in any of these two songs. Put it that way.
That's what's up. Shout out Blase.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Did
him.
that thing.
Now you guys understand, the listeners out there that's never heard her music, why she wins every
Yeah.
freaking contest.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So this is this last one. This is Stay.
Stay.
It's got like little pop.
This is fun.
Real pop vibe to it.
This
Real.
is fun.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and introduce it.
So this is Stay, and this was actually the beginning to me being comfortable outside the box,
Yeah.
and this was the beginning to the whole EP. Very fun, very boppy, and it's one of my favorites. So I hope you enjoy. Baby, all I'm saying is, for the night for the weekend, baby, come stay with me.
I like the way you move. I like your style, and I get butterflies whenever you're around. Keep my composure. I don't know how you got a hold of me, no turning back now. Know you feel this chemistry. This could be everything. Just need you to vibe with me. I got what you need. Stay with me for the night or stay with me for the weekend. I wanna know you better, baby. All I'm saying is stay with me for the night or stay with me for the weekend. I got what you need, baby. Come stay with me. Stay with me. Let's leave this party, just you and me. It's getting crowded and I had too many drinks. You say let's go, don't have to think. You said you wanna take it down and I agree. Know you feel this chemistry. I got what you need. Stay with me for the night or stay with me for the weekend. I
smokes.
Man, listen.
That's a what? I'm blown away right now, man.
Yeah.
I hope nobody's speakers is on fire right now because
Fuck.
they was banging.
Yo, she got something for 95.7 The Beat. She got
Yeah.
something for Wild 94.1.
Man,
She got something for the other station with the Lilas on.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So you got three. You can literally be popping on three different genres.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Y'all wasn't playing when you said that. Oh yeah, no,
No.
we got something
Yeah,
for
now we
everything.
wasn't playing. I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk myself up
Yeah.
and everything. But
Nah,
I be telling them, like, listen, any song you make is going to be amazing. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like, I don't care. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
No,
We
we definitely
actually-
gotta get together.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. We bring the energy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody seems to, like, gravitate
Yeah.
towards us. And I love it. I'm like, great.
You gotta
know what I
watch
mean?
watch who you let in the circle. though.
Exactly, though. I always keep.
But you'll
Snakes
know
in
if
the
you
grass.
are like me and you're highly energy sensitive, you're gonna pick up the vibe.
Oh
as
yeah,
soon as
I'm
soon as
an
you meet
observer.
the person. Yeah,
I
yeah.
sit back
and watch.
just
Me too.
Everybody, I'd be like, duly noted. I
Yeah.
think you said. I don't play. Oh, and she thinks I'm a dick, but like I tell her, I'm like, listen, I'm
You
not
got to
soft.
have that person.
You gotta have
Have
that.
to.
That's the
listen,
security
bro.
person on the squad.
If me being straightforward and honest with you hurt your feelings, you need to go
That
call
means
your
you in the
mama
wrong-
and talk to
you
her
in the
about
wrong
that.
business.
Yeah, you in the wrong business
Absolutely.
because people will play you. You're not gonna finesse me. I'm the
Facts.
player. You the game, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Ah,
Whoa. How was it?
Well,
I
our
don't
super
know.
talent is back, and we're just blown away by that song.
Oh,
that song
yeah, that song
is
was
like
dope.
club ready. All three of them. Not only just one. Like I knew they're all gonna be good, but not all three.
Yeah,
So, like
Right.
three of them like that, like radio ready, like that
You
could
could,
be
like I
popping
said,
on any
you could-
radio
you could-
station.
You could easily put that
All
together.
three.
You could package
I'm
that
super proud.
in one video. You
unheard
can
of.
package it.
Yep.
That is unheard of, man. Henry, what do you think, bro? You're the
I-
metal guy over here.
I like the first two better. The last one, the beat. Well, I'm not crazy about it, but
It's a little simple.
yeah. Well, it's
more
not
like
even
Simple
just that.
Island.
It's like the
Yeah, but that's what's popping right now.
I'm a drummer, so like I
That's
hear that
facts.
and I'm like, that's could be different though.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see what you're
But
saying.
it's good
so-
to have that outside opinion, you know what I mean? Because if you want to stick to that versatility, you got to understand what people like,
No,
what
yeah.
people want to hear.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know what I
I mean, there's millions of people in this world who think Justin Bieber's a shit, and I can't stand him. So
Listen, he pretty.
No, but
one
you know
person's
what?
opinion doesn't really matter.
His
all that
recent
much,
album
you
he
know?
just put out was pretty nice, and I wasn't a Bieber fan either.
I liked all.
I
his
like the
old
growth.
stuff.
I like the
a lot of
growth of
collab and
artists
stuff,
because he
yeah.
went from poppy to now he's starting to do real serious music.
Yeah, but
It's Justin Bieber.
it's
What do
Justin
you want?
Bieber.
Some
You can
big,
do what you want, bro.
Isn't he on some big religious kick right now?
Yeah. He got back.
Oh,
He
yeah,
got back
yeah.
into the church.
Yeah, he can do his.
See what happens when you
thing.
get
I'm
with
not
a
gonna
woman?
Stunt. There's a couple songs I like from JB. I ain't gonna
Girl's
stunt.
fine as fuck.
No, he got one that's I didn't even know he made right now. I forgot what it was called, but it was.
I hope you're not talking about that yummy song. You talking about that
Yeah.
yummy song?
I had no idea. I'm in the club like, yo, what's and then
Yeah.
that's all on his album. I was like,
He
you.
had, I definitely feel like he definitely is trying to introduce like a different part of him with
Yeah.
that
Trying to
song.
bring back that baby Justin Bieber.
But there's this one song. I don't know the title, but there's this one song that I love from him, bro. I can't remember what the title is. It's more. It's not too recent, but maybe like a couple
Yeah.
years old. You know what I mean? I'm like, I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that. For sure.
Justin Bieber has some hits for sure.
I mean, listen, I grew up listening to
For
Britney
sure.
Spears and Madonna
But-
and Cher and all that too. Don't get it twisted. You know, I love
I had
it
the
all.
biggest
all
crush on
music but
Britney.
country. I'm not really a country guy.
I graduated high school. I had a Britney Spears calendar.
Yeah, Britney Spears was,
like,
hot.
oh
Was
my
hot back in the day, man. Christina Aguilera.
I'm not gonna
what?
go looking for
Hell
some.
yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna be like, ooh, what does
Yeah.
so and so have new out? No, it's like
Right.
I gotta hear that one country song. There's this one country song.
What?
That one that we heard, Speechless.
Oh, I love it.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Country
I don't
music
even
is
remember,
beautiful.
I don't remember whose
Yeah.
song it was,
Country
but it's
music,
so
they be singing from the
beautiful.
soul. It's kind of
Yeah.
like gospel in a way. It's
Yeah,
like,
it-
dang, that's
It's their own little.
touch.
It's their own little spin on it.
Henry, you fuck
Yeah.
with country music?
I briefly dated a girl in college, and she was really into it, so I briefly got into it, and then
Like
I
some Johnny Cash.
immediately
It's like
stopped.
some, you know, rock
I can fuck
bands
with
that
some
are
Johnny Cash.
semi-country. Like, I mean, I would put Nickelback in that.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't hate Nickelback. I don't
Yeah.
get why everyone does, but they're,
I think it's more of a joke than anything.
yeah. Now
I
it's
think it
now it's just a
became-
joke, but back
Yeah,
then,
yeah. Back then, Nickelback
2010,
was hot.
people
No,
hated
they
it.
were.
They were hot. I ain't gonna stunt.
So
That
yeah,
photograph.
Yeah.
Look at this photograph. That was my jam.
Yeah,
Jam.
they
Y'all
like
get
that
the
sir.
part too. Like
I mean, but you got Lady
Annabella.
Annabelle, yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of talent there, but it's the same thing. Like he was like, you look on the inside of their CD and see who wrote the song.
Yeah.
Though they maybe will write like 2 out of 10.
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
You.
So it's like
But
you're
look at
nothing
the
but you're
factuals.
just a poster child. That,
But
like,
do you
I
think
don't
that
care,
like
you know what I mean?
most artists are nowadays, have ghost writers? Like I
Yeah, I
feel like
think most,
definitely
Yeah.
more than 50% definitely have ghost writers.
I don't even
you
think
know?
it's more ghostwriting than co-writing, because that's how it is
Okay,
with me and
okay.
Gino. Like he'll write his verse and then he'll be like, "Let me spit it." He'll spit it, and then I'll be like, instead of doing do
Yeah, just kinda like switch it up a type.
just a little bit,
Just a little bit of editing.
So people would assume that I'm a ghostwriter. No, I
Right.
just assist in the process.
Yeah, so there'd
but
be a
in the
co-writer.
industry, I would get 25%.
Yeah,
Because
I
that
am
did
not.
make that song just
Yeah.
that much better.
I'm
So,
100%
yes.
not against a ghostwriter. Somebody wanted to write me a rap song, and I was feeling it. I'm down.
See, I'm old school.
You
I like
know?
to say, because a lot of people nowadays are like, "Send me the beat." I'm like, "No, come into the studio. Come
Yeah,
to the
no, I
studio.
feel that, I feel
we
that.
get a couple of hours. We'll play the music. You write, and then we'll vibe. Because when you get a bunch of people together in
Yeah.
a room, the creativity just
Yeah, you have
boosts.
that impulse creativity, and
Yeah.
it's like bang.
It's crazy.
I had actually with Blase, was it Pesos? I only had the hook for Pesos, and he was like, "Nah, we're gonna create this," and I was like, "All right, bet." I wrote
Yeah.
like 2 verses in like 5 minutes.
When you
I
get
was like,
around
"Let's
people,
go."
I'm telling you that there's an energy that
Yeah.
you can't describe. It's like when you're by yourself, you can't duplicate it.
Yeah, and it's like when people say, go with your instinct. That's your first instinct. Those words.
Yeah,
Record it. Let's go.
exactly.
Now, did you record them songs in a major studio or?
I recorded those
In
in,
the
our
apartment.
apartment in the bedroom.
In the bedroom, baby.
Our
Wow.
Are you
engineer-
serious?
It ain't
our
about the
engineer's
flashy.
room.
It ain't about the flashy.
What? That sounds
you
like
know what's funny
major
is I used to-
studio
It's
production.
It's not about the
Right.
size of the boat.
I
Where
used
did
to
y'all
be like,
record
let
it?
me go to this studio that this rapper and this singer
Nah.
recorded at, and I would go to him, and I promise you,
They don't care.
quality on my
Yeah.
EP
Yeah.
now is better than
Yeah,
all
no, they don't
Anything.
care.
I gotta holler at this engineer, man.
You need to.
Please
I need
do.
to talk to him.
You would
After
need to. Yes.
after hours, AFTA,
OURS.
yes,
4K.
4K or underscore blase underscore BLAHZAE
Here.
underscore.
Take another one. Tell him he has to.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell him to come. I'm gonna have to drag.
No,
He's
tell
gonna
him
go
he
now
has
that
to
he has
come.
a ticket. He's gonna go. He's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
'cause, like,
Tell him he
he
has to
play,
come.
play.
I gotta meet him.
Yeah, he's
Because
a dope
to-
dude.
Y'all
And he
really
about
making
it.
y'all really making like super studio quality.
Yo, we make dope hits, bro. And like not only that, but he is inspirational and motivational.
Yes.
Like he's like, yo, let me give you some game real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, I ain't even know that.
That's what you got to do. Like a lot of
what's
people
up?
don't do that.
What's crazy is that he works with so many people. We'll see all his studio sessions. They come through.
Yeah.
We'll see them, and they're all different. Everyone's different. They might all be rappers, but they're all different.
different sounds.
And
you got a
he's
little bit
able
of
to
everything.
work with all of them and like really pick from, really read them and be like, okay, I know
Take their-
how you
their
are.
image
I know
and
what
be
you're
like-
trying to do.
Make it 10 times better than what they ever
Exactly.
imagined. And they're like, whoa.
Yeah, I got to meet this guy.
He's
From
he's
what I've heard, the
amazing.
quality is incredible.
Man, listen,
Whoa.
man, I'm mad that y'all can't even listen to Pesos. That big old
And then he does it
heart.
so fast.
Listen.
Like me watching him in his mastering process.
Yeah. What's he use? Do you know?
Pro Tools.
Pro Tools.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You already know. Pro Tools.
Industry
That's the go-to.
standard.
It's it's pretty much.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Or
are
used
using
to be.
Logic now.
They use
too.
a lot. Yeah, Logic
Yeah.
I've
Logic is
heard of, but
becoming-
He
Pro
doesn't like
Tools is
Logic.
always the go-to, man.
He
Pro
don't even
Tools
talk
is where
about
it's
Logic.
Yeah.
at. Yeah,
Not with the way he uses Pro Tools.
Yeah.
yeah. And
Once
he
you
does
do it, like you can just navigate. It's
Man, he just be clicking and clacking, and I'll be like,
And he-
"What are you doing?"
And he'll be talking to us, and he'll be like, "Yeah, I was doing this and that, and and
And
it's
it sounds
like,
amazing.
dude.
It
How are
sounds
you even?
amazing.
How do you
Yeah.
know what you're doing?" He's like, "Well, this is
I love
it's
him.
my body, right? I know
love
what
him,
it
man.
is."
Glad that we got that connection. And what's so crazy is before he even moved in, I was telling him, I was like, "Yo, I need a roommate, bro." And he was like, "Man, I need a roommate. I'm trying to move out." And what's so funny is before he moved in, I told him, I said, "I stay at Charleston." He said, "Yo, I got approved there." I said, "Well, then slide.
Wow.
Let's get in here." And he just came
Look
right
how-
on
He came
out.
in and
That's
then
cool.
moved in like the next day.
And we just
sat
been
at the
making
studio,
hits.
we made-
I'm
we
telling
recorded
you,
the
like
next day.
y'all got something
Wow.
special. Y'all
For
really
real.
got something special.
Yeah,
Do
man.
you see how things are falling into place in your
Yeah,
life?
and-
Like it's
Yeah, like you
it's
know.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to put you on the next Beats and Eats.
I ain't trying to say I'm psychic, but I knew it was gonna happen.
Nah, but
though.
you
She
know.
really
Yeah.
did.
I really did. I said I
She
told her
really
everything. I
did.
said this is what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna make it happen.
And it's crazy
No matter
because
what.
right before
I don't know how I'ma do
right
it,
before we
but I
met
know it's
him,
gonna
it
happen.
happened.
Yeah.
Like
You
we were
know?
like, yo, we were like, yo, we need a studio at the house. A month before we met him, and we were like, yo, we had my equipment already, but we started, to try to get more equipment.
Yeah, like,
and then he
we'll
was
update-
like, yo, I need
update
somewhere to
shit.
go. We need a roommate too. So it was crazy. Like, it was just like, they
And he's
say
the
you
best
talk things
roommate,
into
though. You know, you
existence,
don't
but
know
wow.
nobody till you live with him. That
Right.
boy
Real.
smells so good.
Yeah.
We both have OCD hard.
Hard.
So like our
So that
house,
place is clean.
What? And he can throw down with some chicken wings.
Yeah. See, now I
He
He
got
can make
hours.
some chicken wings.
Yeah.
Because,
Okay.
he is the best roommate. He's just a great person, just all around. Outside of engineering, outside of the arts, he's just a really great person.
He
And
fits
it's
in. Like
crazy.
we're low key kind of weird.
Yes.
So and he'll come
He'll
out the
make
room making
sounds to
random
us.
noises, and I'm like,
We'll
bro,
make
we
noises
do that
to each
too.
other.
So it's all good. I love it.
It's so
It's
good.
crazy because you guys stay out by me.
Really?
I'm in Valrico.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right next door. We
Yeah.
drink,
You guys have a house or apartment?
We have an
but-
apartment.
yeah.
We stay right off of Causeway.
But
Right.
we
Okay,
do,
yeah.
We're close.
We do what's it called?
What?
The drinking and painting.
Oh, we go to
Painting with a twist.
twist.
Well, no, we do it at our house. Like,
We do it
with
at the
just
house,
us and,
though.
like,
Yeah,
like,
why pay
a
somebody
couple
else when you
friends.
can do
Where
it?
do they do that at?
I mean, in Tampa and stuff, I used to do it a lot with my mom and my sister. So we actually have like a whole wall full of our paintings. But I just went out and bought some canvases
We just
for
get
herself.
canvases
And she's
painted.
actually really good.
Yeah.
I'm a painter.
It makes me
but
mad.
that's
I be
Yeah.
like,
what I do.
damn, I don't even want to paint no
But
more.
I actually
You can
sculpt
paint.
more than I paint, and I do
I'd be
charcoal
like,
art more than anything.
The
too.
last canvas
So-
I did, I painted red, and I saw her canvas. I was like, I'm done. I don't even care.
There were-
And she took it and painted something
I
else
literally
over
just
it.
took her canvas like yesterday, and I was like, I'm gonna do some waves here,
And it looks fire.
and she's
It
like,
looks
I'm like, I
fire.
hate this. She was like, that's fire. I'm like,
Yeah,
mm-mm,
she
we're doing
painted
it
me
right
for my
here.
birthday. She painted me. I'm obsessed with Cookie Monster. I love Cookie Monster, ever since I was a baby. And
Did you get a Tickle Me Cookie Monster?
Yeah, she-
I had one of them
Monster,
joints.
Just
I
you know,
painted her Cookie
chilling.
Monster, smoking
You
up
know
and
that.
smoking,
But it was chilling. It was a dope thing, and I was like, I like that. You know.
God, dog, Henry.
on.
You know how many times you've done that?
I'm gone
like
now.
Yeah.
Oh, am I not here?
No, I think you were in the bathroom maybe at that point.
Yeah,
It's
right,
a lag.
that's
It's on
kind
a
of like
lag.
Yeah.
It's a live feed, but it's just like a little
It's a
couple minutes
delay,
slow.
there's a delay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
We cut her out of it.
no,
she's
she's
there. She's
no,
good. Trust me.
no, yeah, well,
that
she's
was
not
my
even
fuck
in
up.
there.
All right, my bad.
I was leaning out apparently.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But big shout out to Remy Martin if you know
You know?
if you
Yo,
need a sponsorship.
If you want a little
No,
something,
no.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't.
I'm
That's-
taking, hey,
that-
I'm with it.
That's too heavy.
I'm with it.
Quiet over there, but I know
That's
you
too
shouldn't
heavy.
be.
I'm getting ready.
Too heavy.
I'm going out
Too
tonight.
heavy, man.
That's why I got this half shot right here.
I'm a light
You
spritzer
know?
kind of
I
guy.
sip on a little half shot, and we're
Y'all
good
gotta
to go.
let me know. Matter of fact,
Is that a cognac?
It's a VSOP. Yeah.
Oof.
it depends. It can be a cognac or it can be a brandy. It all depends.
matter of
Ugh.
fact,
I don't know how you folks
next time
drink
y'all do that
stuff, man.
painting thing, let me know. I'll bring Gino by because he stay out there too.
Yeah.
He stay out in Brandon.
Okay, bet.
I feel like I have to introduce y'all to Gino. Like,
Yes.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I feel like if I go on Instagram, I feel like I already follow him.
Gino Lexus.
I follow him.
Yeah.
I know who
I
that is.
yeah.
I know who that is.
I
Okay,
promise
cool.
you, what y'all got, he was gonna be able to
I
just.
feel like we might have had a couple conversations.
Yeah.
though.
I'm telling
You
you,
said Gino, and I'm a Geno.
That's Lexus. Yeah, that's. I'm telling you,
I know who that is.
what y'all do is exactly what we've been doing.
Yeah,
So
that's dope. That's
we
dope.
definitely gotta hang out.
Yeah, we gotta, man. We need more people like us, man.
You're gonna
Really.
trust me. I can
We
connect
ain't
you to
haters.
all of
We got
them. I connect you
got
to
you.
We
all
need
of them.
good.
You might
We
have
got
something
you.
we
that
don't,
have
but we
fun
ain't
doing
hating.
We
You know
got
what
you.
I'm saying?
Simple things, Let's paint.
Yeah, but
Let's
that,
wrap
like
up
I
this
said, the vibe is what sets
The
everything.
vibe is real. The
vibe is
vibe is
real.
out here.
So we got only a few minutes left, so we're gonna use this time to maybe plug our shows. We'll go back around and we'll plug your music and stuff. Henry, you got some big shows coming up, don't you?
Oh, yeah, why don't you kick it off first? Because you got.
Oh yeah,
you got two
this
shows
Saturday.
on
This Saturday. If you ever watched the movie Blow with Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz,
Yes, sir.
George Young the movie was based on his life. I have him coming in this Saturday for a meet and greet at
He
the
is
Pegasus.
so cool
That's a
too.
good movie.
It's not even a meet and greet. This guy's literally going to come there and hang out with you all night long.
Okay.
He
You
is
can
so
hear
cool.
stories.
He is
Yeah,
so
we had
cool.
him. We
on the
interviewed
show.
him
That
a
was
couple
awesome.
weeks ago, but yeah, that would be this Saturday, March 7th
Saturday.
at the Pegasus. Come hang out with the man that controlled the world at one time. Then the week after that, March 14th, I have DJ X, the legendary funky breakbeat pioneer, will be at the Pegasus as well. So March 7th, Boston George. March 14th, DJ X.
Where at?
Pegasus.
There you go. I have March 19th, Michael Graves doing his acoustic show. Michael Graves, he was the vocalist for two Misfits albums. I don't know if it was before or after. I think it was before Danzig. The guy before Danzig. You know what I'm talking about. Sorry.
I know who that is.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. But yeah, I got Michael Graves March 19th at the Haven in Orlando, and then I got him March 20th at Pegasus.
Dope.
$17 pre-sale, $20 doors. Doors are opening 6 or 7. Check online. And then the 21st and 22nd, back in Orlando at the Haven, you got Central Florida Metal Festival. I've been a sponsor on that now for 3 years. That's Josh Harris's show. He kills it. Sells out a venue. It's like a 300, 400 cap room. Sells it out 3 nights in a row.
Oh, that's lit.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
lit.
It's like 10 locals
Listen,
each
I'm
day.
trying to- I'm
and
trying
it's
to
all
get where you
metal.
at
It's
with that.
fucking. It's so much fun.
That's awesome.
March 3rd, I have Combi Christ, King A10, Killer's Confession, Heartsick, The Dude, and Respect the Dead in Orlando at Soundbar.
Ooh, Soundbar's nice.
Soundbar.
Soundbar's nice.
Soundbar's nice.
Have I been there?
Yep, we just went to Soundbar last year,
Bet.
January.
And then April 4th, I got the same lineup at Pegasus Lounge. $25 pre-sale, $30 at the door. It's going to be Tampa. I think Tampa's going to sell out. Orlando might too, but Tampa's definitely, I think it's going to get close.
Dude, you have a lot of big things coming up, man.
Dope, dope,
Yeah.
We
dope.
do.
Yeah. And then I got Convalescence in May 19th or May 19th at Soundbar. I have too many. I don't know. They all blend together after a while.
For real, right?
Yeah, Henry.
That's what I'm saying.
Trying
Kid
to-
play. What you
guys
got
actually-
going on?
Oh, word.
Do you guys know Emilio Rojas?
Sounds very familiar.
He did-
Emilio Rojas?
Yeah.
No. I'm really not that good with names. It's more so like faces.
Faces.
Oh.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up and coming right now.
Okay.
So
What kind of music?
rap.
Rap?
Yeah, he does like Spanish rap kind of stuff.
Oh, say less. I'm on it.
Ah.
That's dope.
so
dope. I'm half Puerto
he
Rican, so-
he
go.
might
Hey,
be
Boricua.
coming.
Hey,
He might be coming.
they stab you when they
Might
get
not.
mad.
Listen, right under the tongue.
It's true.
Be careful.
That was a very Puerto Rican response, right under the tongue.
Don't even fight it. Just
That was very genuine. I appreciate
I'm
it.
loving. Violence ain't the answer. I'm loving. I'm loving.
We only have a few minutes left, so Kid Play, we want to plug anything?
Oh, yeah, real quick. March 29th, I'm going to be at Pegasus Lounge. I'm holding a showcase, so pop out. Doors open at 8 o'clock. $10, what, $10, $15 cover? $15 cover.
$10 pre-sale.
We got $10 pre-sale
Oh.
online at Eventbrite.
Same
You can
thing.
find it on my Instagram at I am Kid Play, Kid with 2 Ds. Then I got a show April 17th at Pegasus Lounge again. It's going to be a dope event.
420 pregame.
We're going to play some old school, a little bit of new school. And then April 19th, where's that at? 4040 Club. I'll be performing my new single, Pesos Un Poco Loco. You'll find that on SoundCloud. Just look me up, Kid Play. It's going to be on all platforms. And within, like, the next week, I would assume. Yeah, Distro Kid a little slow on it, but it's going to be out there. Check me out for sure.
And our
All of those are my
major
shows,
guest.
too.
Yeah.
All of those,
All right.
all of those you can find me at. I
Yeah.
am
Yeah.
performing for all of those.
March 29th, yeah.
I also do have a show March 14th.
Oh, 14th, she's going to be...
No, not the 14th. It's the 20-something.
The 28th,
Yep.
March 28th.
I've got a fashion show. I've got a really, really, really amazing designer that's launching one of her new lines. And so I am going to be the only performer for that.
Special
Nice.
guest,
So
special guest performance.
that is coming up. You can find that flyer on my page.
It's gonna be
And
dope.
along with all the other...
Yeah,
So are you
show
mainly
dates.
Instagram?
Oh, I'm all Instagram. Yes,
Yeah.
I mean I
Okay.
do. I put stuff on on YouTube and whatnot, but all my information can be found on Instagram.
Yeah.
How
From
can we
Instagram,
find
you
you?
find
Just
everything.
by your name?
Yes, my name is Ahri, Ahri, but my Instagram name is ahri.jpg. If you type in my name, it'll pop up.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Well, check these amazing artists, amazing people. We thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you
Both
for
of you.
having us.
Appreciate
it.
It was pretty
Thank you.
dope. I
Very
like y'all.
Yeah.
I like y'all
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
like
You
you
guys turn
guys
up.
a lot.
Yeah, you guys are great.
It's pretty dope. I wasn't nervous for the first time in my entire life.
Because you've been here before.
Yeah,
It's the
feeling the
vibe.
vibes, feeling the vibes.
Good vibes, good
He
vibes.
said that when we walked in. We were in the parking lot. We were like, Flow High Radio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been here.
Definitely meeting John beforehand. He's a dope dude.
Yeah.
Man. Stunt, you dope, man.
Thanks.
I like you.
I appreciate it.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Fuck you,
guy.
Henry.
That guy.
Hooey.
Yeah.
Henry, you dope too.
Henry has hearts now.
Thank you again, Henry. Always a pleasure.
Wait,
Always
let me
a
go ahead
deal.
and say what I got going on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got another
promoter.
No, because this
We
worked
forgot all
yesterday.
about
This
you.
worked yesterday on the Shizzle Show. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be at Gasparilla Music Festival. We've been covering this event for 5 years. I am looking for 2 more sponsors. You'll get your logo on the shirts, the official shirts that we make, and you will also have your brand be mentioned during each and every interview that we have. And we're going to have at least 5 because I know 5 people that are performing at Gasparilla Music Festival this year. Hit my inbox, hit the chat room, hit flowhigherradio@yahoo.com if you're interested. It's very affordable, and we're going to be around thousands and thousands of people this weekend, so I highly suggest you get with me.
What are you asking for the sponsorship?
$100.
$100?
That's it.
Sold.
Well, per day, so it's like 200.
That's
But
still not bad.
You know, I'll always work with people.
200.
Yeah,
I need your Instagram.
yeah.
Okay.
Flow Ohio Radio.
I
Boom.
need your
Very simple.
Say less, man.
It's easy.
I'm gonna DM you.
Let's do it. No, we got to
I'm
work
gonna
seriously.
DM you.
Like, if I could somehow get involved in even directing the video, because
Yeah.
like I said, I do everything. So
Yeah, I'm open for collabs. Like, I love working with
I just
want
wanna
to
introduce
that
y'all
got
to
that
Gio.
drive. You feel me? So
Y'all
I
gotta
want to
intro-
meet Gio.
I feel
You
that.
talk
Have
about
to.
him now,
I'm telling
gonna
you.
You guys
meet
are gonna hit it
Gio
off.
now.
You're gonna
Yeah,
love
I
You
get
guys
it,
will
man.
hit it off. He's an
because
amazing
he's got
guy.
the knowledge. He's
I
built for
swear,
this.
I have messages from him.
Yeah,
in my
I
DM.
guarantee
I'm
it.
gonna
I've
show you
met,
in the
I've
car.
met a couple Gios
I've
in my
talked
life.
to
I
him
like them
before.
both. So
And then
Gios are
let's
good
see.
with
So
me.
Gasparilla Music Festival this weekend. Next Saturday we're gonna be at. Actually, wait. Thursday Blunt Sessions. We got the weigh-in for the Fresh P Show on Friday. Shout out to Fresh. We're gonna do the Fresh P Show on Friday the 13th. We're gonna be at Crowbar. I'm bringing out Flowhio Eats. So if y'all want to get some of my food, that's the first time we're gonna be debuting it in about a year, roughly. That's about a year. So come get your tacos, come get your taco bowls, come get your nachos. The Saturday after that,
I love tacos.
we are going to be at Tangra for Chopping It Up with Star Shears, 8 to 9. And before that, we're going to be at Coyote Ugly with Cover 2 Conversations from 5 to 7. Let's see. The next week, all the shows as usual. Something at the end of March. What is it? Oh, Beats and Eats. Forgot about that. Beats and Eats, March 28th, Saturday. Come get your tickets, $10 a pop. You can win $100. The raffle is $100. Plus, we also have all the other raffles, a.k.a. the dollar store checkout prizes. So come out, have a good time. Flowhio Eats is going to be there. D-Baby's going to be performing. Theo Lane's going to be performing. Just Henry's going to be performing.
Yo.
And we're going to be doing the producer competition. So all the producers out there, we have 15 slots left. $20 to enter. You can win $200. I think that's it for March.
Damn.
Yeah, that's it for March. And then I think we might be throwing a... Oh, I got to take this call. My man, we were just talking about you.
Dude, that's crazy pimping, you know.
This
what I mean?
Gino Lexus in the building.
What's good?
I
What up?
know what's going on. cuz.
Gino,
yes.
I have to introduce you to these artists.
Word,
Bro,
word.
I promise you,
Good.
you're going to love this.
I know, I already love it. I love it already.
Have you been listening?
Nah,
So you just called me because you knew the
No, he
universe
didn't.
was...
That's funny.
Nah, trust me, bro. Run this show back. You're going to love what you hear. We got to link
I'm
up.
gonna run this back. I'm about to roast some shit, and I need something to listen to.
Where you at? Where you
That's
at?
right. I know that's right.
Where you at?
I'm on the road, getting ready to go home, nigga.
Oh, you ain't on this way?
Oh, no, what's today? What's going on? I don't
Bro,
know
come to
what's
the...
going on.
Are you in Tampa?
Oh, nah. You know, the car's still kind of tricky. You know what I'm
Okay.
talking about?
I feel you.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Bring these kids back.
Let me call you back. Let me call you back in a couple minutes. I want to close the show out.
All right, well, I'm gonna go listen. Close the show out and then hit me back because I want to know what's going on from the source.
All right, bro.
Heard that.
All right, family, y'all be easy.
Peace.
All right, bye.
See how the universe works? You just called me
Yeah,
out of
we
nowhere.
talked them up.
Yeah.
Listen, everything. Listen,
I'm telling
Y'all
you,
I
gonna
always
love-
say I
it
go
has
with
to
the
be
flow. Everything
said.
gonna fall into
all it has
place.
to do is be said.
Y'all gonna love
And it
Gino.
happens.
Law of attraction.
I promise you, y'all
When
gonna
you play
love
Madison Square Garden, make sure.
Oh yeah, we're
you
gonna
give us
remember
a
Remember
that.
the
I'm
Yeah.
little
playing Madison
people.
Square Garden
Yeah.
right
We
now.
said
I'm
it
playing
tonight.
Madison
Yeah.
Square
We said it
Garden.
tonight.
Yeah, nah, always.
No, listen, I feel like Tampa has some of the best talent in the world. And I've been all over the country.
Yeah.
And if you can pick the right artists, like I said, J. Rock Jones with Synergy in a Cup would be perfect.
Okay.
Fresh P because his music is dope, but his stage presence is amazing.
Heard that.
Janelle. Who had the dough? Somebody had the dough. Oh, okay.
Close it up.
That's the other show. Let's close it up. Let me
right.
get off my thing. Anybody contact information so they can get at you guys?
Yeah, we
Oh,
already got
yeah.
it.
We already got
did
it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we just gonna close
That's
out?
it.
Instagram, I am Kid Play. Two D's. I am Kid Play.
All right, that's it.
Yeah. You can reach me at
And
Potify.com.
Oh, Ahri, ahri.jpg on Instagram. Again, ahri.jpg.
And you can
Follow
reach
her.
me at
She fine. Just don't
Potify.com.
slide in the DMs.
Protege Inc. PROTAGEINC.
Don't even say it. Say slide in the
Slide in the
DM.
DMs, boo. I'm going to respond. That's all I'm
Because you
telling
know what? You sit back and watch that and you read that, and that's confidence building.
Yes, sir.
Diamond Vibes, we out.
I tell you what, every time somebody slid in my chick's DM, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
dope.
Thank you,
It's
sir.
like, yeah, thank you. I got what you trying to get, what you dreaming about. Anyways, thank y'all for tuning in.
Ladies, Sergio.
Peace
Thank you.
Out.
That was dope.
Take a picture.